Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my co-host, Charles Jackson. How you doing, brother?
Doing all right, man. How you feeling, dog?
You know, got some money yesterday. Wasn't expecting that. Happy about that. Finally got Madden. Madden came in the mail yesterday because I use GameFly. So hopefully after we're done with the pod and then once I just upload the videos just for it to be uploaded, probably try to play some Madden, see how the game is.
It's decent.
Oh, you got Madden? I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know you got Madden.
Yeah.
Speaking of games, 2K did release their playable trailer and then all this other stuff. You are the 2K guy. You're gonna cap and say you're not gonna get 2K or whatever,
No,
but
I got it.
as the
I
2K
got it.
guy,
I
what were
got
your thoughts? What were your thoughts on 2K on the trailers and all the new stuff that's coming out with it?
it. I watched a little 2K day or whatever like that, and they was talking about how they buffed defense, and bro, they did not buff defense, bro. That they just said that to get everybody hooked in. I mean, it looked decent. Every year 2K looked decent until you actually play it and see the BS that's really behind it. So, it's at that stage right now where it looks good. It comes out in literally like I think 6 days. So, less than
Oh,
a week.
early
They
release.
really, yeah, they it was supposed to release on the 28th, but they gave us two. If you bought the D Rose edition, you get to play it on the 26th. So,
Isn't
and
that
then
the
they did,
highest?
yeah, that's the one that's like 134.
You paid
Um,
that?
yeah, I mean, shit, it's my
No,
birthday gift,
I
so
remember last time we talked about 2K. You said
yeah, I
that
said I
shit was
wasn't gonna get it.
crazy. You said
I
you
said I
you
wasn't
said
gonna get
that
it.
shit was crazy, man. Now you bought it. Wow.
Yeah, man. I
Okay.
mean, I did the math behind it. It made sense to buy, especially motherfuckers be buying VC and stuff, so it made sense to get it. I would have spent more if I would have bought the regular edition or the $100 edition, then bought VC. So it was like I might as well get that. So, but yeah, I like the fact that they now they got an app where 2K got an app where you could build your my player on there and see what it's gonna look like before you actually build it on the game, and then you can send it to your friends. Like they did a little stuff, little things to make it decent this year. You can play with women now, so I think that's dope. I'm a lucky create my girl and be busting niggas ass with my girl. So
You gonna create a
yeah,
stud.
I'm a stud bud. Yep, I'm gonna create a stud bud.
That's gonna dunk.
Hmm.
Okay. I saw they got co-op my career now.
It ain't what you think it is, Jay. It's not what you think it
Okay,
is.
can you explain it to me then,
So
real
like,
quick?
it's gonna be my player in there,
Okay.
but the other dude, like, so if you were to play with me, I'd be playing with my player, and you will be playing with like the some dude that they created, not even your my player.
Hmm?
Yeah, so it's the storyline is like you and this other dude, y'all like best of friends, y'all met in the G League or whatever like that. And y'all on the same team and y'all go through the seasons or y'all career like that or whatever. So my player I'm gonna be able to play with, but you gonna play with dude that I met in the G League. And you get to like build a template of him. So like they got like 9 or 8 different players that you can base him off of. Like it's like K Anthony Edwards and like some other players, whatever like that. You can base his skill types and stuff off those players. But it's not your my player that you playing with. It's dude. So I thought it was gonna be my player and your my player and we end up killing.
I
No, it's
think
not
that's
like
how
that
it
at all.
should be though.
That's exactly how it should be, but it's not.
So, okay, let's just say I go to your my career. Is my dude even gonna is he even gonna be like really good? Like I
Well, it depends on what type of archetype you pick. Like I said, they got like 8 or 9 different players you could choose from. But as long as you know how to play the game, yeah, he gonna be decent. He gonna be good. I don't know like what overall nothing he gonna be. I don't know nothing, but he should
oh
be
okay.
good.
Okay, that's definitely a great exclamation then because I didn't know what they were doing. I just saw it said, "Oh, co-op." I was like, "Oh, that's deep. That's decent." Even though I feel like I'm gonna just say like our friends. they don't really play my career like that. So it's like I feel like that kind of doesn't matter. It's like you get the VC,
Yeah.
you rank up your person, and then we go
And
to
then
the
if they
rate.
do play my career, it's just for their badges, bro. They
Yeah,
not really
so
looking at the storyline, nothing like
now
that.
for the people who actually do might play my career, okay, that might be decent, but
Yeah, for the
I don't think
kids.
it's nothing for me to. Oh my god, 2K.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. No, it's
Now, if they would have did it where me and your my player could play together, I think a lot of people would have been playing my career. I think a lot of people would have, because you could play with your homie in my career now. Like we've been asking for that for years, literally years.
have they changed anything really with like pro am the city? Like what's
Yeah. I mean, it is technically it's not any pro am anymore. I mean, it still is pro am, but they just basically changed the name. They got something called Crew HQ, and basically in there, that's what like the pro am is now. I like what they did with that because now, like instead of like like you in order to get practice before you have to actually go to either the rec or actually play pro am. Now they got it to whereas you can play against the computer 5v5, 3v3, whatever like that, so you could practice plays and things of that nature. So I thought that was dope. Because they can help a lot of teams get better, by trying to figure out what plays they want to run and execute and stuff like that. Uh, so yeah, the rec's still there though. It's just they took pro am out and put it in the crew HQ.
you gonna be playing with your other homies?
Yeah,
You gonna go up against Daniel and them again?
probably if the rest of them want to do it. I'm for all the smoke, man. I just gotta get everybody else on the same page. That's all it is.
I sure ain't
They
gonna
whoop-
bet on
they
you.
whooped our
No
butts.
offense.
They put BTA last time, so it's like they
Brother,
got some of them scared, man.
they beat you by like 40.
It
It
be like I
was
said, BTA.
it was more than a BTA, bro. It's
Nah,
like
that was
extension
BTA.
cord. It was an extension cord, bro. Like it was bad. It was bad, brother.
Hey man, I played good, so
Eh, you did what you were supposed to do. Will I get 2K again this year? Probably not. I'll
probably
wait
not.
till nah. I really ain't played 2K in like for real, for real. It's been years. It's just it doesn't
You
excite
gotta
me
make a
anymore, man.
comeback, man. You gotta make a comeback.
Nah, I'm okay. I'm gonna stick with my Madden. Probably get GTA though. I mean, that's basically what everybody's waiting on. Like,
Yeah.
just waiting
GTA
on
come
GTA.
on what, October?
Comes out in November. Comes out in November. That's what everybody's waiting on, bro. I mean, that's why games. Well, I mean, 2K always releases kind of in early September, so
Same,
that's not. But
yeah.
but Call of Duty had moved up their time. They usually release in November too. I think now they're releasing like October, probably like mid late October because of GTA.
Bro,
So
it's a lot
they're
of good games coming out. The Wolverine game coming out.
that shit look cool.
GTA. It's a bunch of good games coming out at the end of this year.
Hey, this is a good take. 2026 a good year. We got some great movies. We got great games coming
Hmm.
out. Hey, this is a good year. This is a good year, man. Well, let's move on to the topic. And again, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Like all our videos on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Let's get started, brother. Let's start with the biggest news of the week. Peyton Watson got traded. We probably thought he would go back to the Cavs, maybe on the qualifying offer, but no. He got traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers, Nuggets, and Clippers agreed on a trade that would send Peyton Watson to the Cleveland and Max Strus to the Clippers. As part of a multi-team deal, Denver will receive an unprotected 31 first round pick and a 2032 Sacramento Kings second rounder. And then Watson will sign a new 4-year, $88 million deal with a player option. And also going in the deal, the Wizards get Trey Man, 2027 second rounder. The Nuggets get Julian Reeves, but they said they was going to release him. And the Cavs also get your guy, Cam Whitmore from the
Yeah.
Wizards.
Yeah.
And the Hornets are a part of the deal too. And obviously, Dennis Schroeder got traded and he's going to the Hornets. So, what's your thoughts on Peyton Watson getting traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers?
I think the Denver got some picks too. If I'm
That's all they
if I'm
got.
correct. Yeah. But I like it. They still ain't re-signed James Harden yet, so
They will.
they still got to do that. But I like it for the Cavs because not only do you get Cam, a young athletic wing, you get Peyton Watson, a young athletic wing. So now they got a wing to come off the bench for them. And Cam, I think that's good. And then you got a defensive 3 and D. And Peyton Watson who can help their defense out with him, Mobley and Allen. So I like that. And then as far as the Wizards side, I don't get why they traded for Trey Man. They got enough over there already. Uh, and then Dennis Schroeder to the Hornets. I like that for them. They got a decent backup point guard. Because what's the point guard that they drafted? Chris Anderson, something like that. That's his
Yeah.
brother name. Yeah, I don't think he ready yet. So I like that for the Hornets. They got a backup PG. So I thought it was an all around decent trade. Denver got some picks back in return, and then I think they got some little cash as well. So thought it was a decent all around trade. I mean, I wouldn't have let Peyton Watson go though. I would have tried to resign him, but
Denver lucky
yeah,
we done with our grades because they would have got a straight ass F now. They're losing.
yeah,
You let
yeah.
Peyton
You let him
Watson,
go.
you let him go because it's the second apron. You didn't want to pay him. We talked about it. They wanted to give him in the probably the mid teens. He thought he was worth 20 something. He got 20. He got $22 million a year. Good for him. I have no problem with it. Denver, you could at least got a player back. You didn't even get that. You got a first round pick that you could potentially trade later down the line to maybe get another player. But Jokic is in his prime. You need to win
Hmm.
now. And now they're looking at saying DeMar DeRozan again. If you don't get DeMar DeRozan, I'm not looking at Denver as like this championship contender now because your depth is not good. Christian Brown sucks. Aaron Gordon can't stay healthy when it matters the most. It's just it looks bad, and Denver is just don't look like that powerhouse team. To like yesterday, I would have been like, okay, Denver is still a good team. We got Jokic, Murray, yada. But now we come back 24 hours later. I look at Denver and be like, y'all gonna be a really good regular season team. I don't see you guys win a championship with this roster. I truly just don't see it. And here's a little tweet. The Nuggets each offseason says winning a title. In 23, they lost Bruce Brown. Mind you, Bruce Brown was good coming off that
Yeah,
year.
they should have
You
resigned him.
20 2024, you lost KCP and Colin Gillespie. Signed Russ. Russ is, whatever. You traded Michael Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson. And then you gave Christian Brown 125 million, and then you traded Peyton Watson. And a
I
lot of
don't
people
think they
I've
should
seen
have
have
gave
said
Christian
that.
Brown that contract.
I don't think so either. And now it's like they have gone backwards since they won the championship. They've gone
Yeah.
backwards. And I don't look at you guys as a title contender. I think you guys are just a really good team, but y'all just made bad moves so far in Jokic prime. And it sucks on the Cavs side though. I mean, it's cool. I like it. I talked about it last week. I was like, who's gonna be their small forward? They got it. You got Peyton Watson. 3 and D can slash because he was good last year. Like, I mean, he had a career year last year, especially when Jokic got hurt. He was arguably, you could say, one of their best players on the team. Like, he was really good. So he's gonna start. Is your guy Cam Whitmore even gonna get some tick? Because remember, they still got Tyson over there. Like Tyson is
Uh,
still over there,
I
and
think
Tyson
so.
right
I
now is
think he
probably
can.
better.
No, I mean, me personally, I think Cam's better. He's bigger, stronger, faster, better defensively. I think Tyson might be a better shooter than him. But other than that, I like Cam Whitmore more. He's more athletic. It
And
ain't like he can't shoot. He got a hand. He literally got everything. So I
and
think he could take
remember,
minutes from him.
I don't know if you said this. I could be wrong, but didn't you like Malik Thomas?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
got
but
Malik Thomas over there. You got
he
Sam
gonna get some
Merrill.
picks.
They did sign Mario Hazonia in offseason. Where does Cam Whitmore fit when it comes to like these fours? That's why I'm saying like, is he really gonna get like significant minutes, like say 20 minutes a game off the
Nah,
bench.
that I don't know
I
about,
don't
but
think so.
I think he can get some minutes off the bench for sure though. I mean, it all depends on what happens during training camp. So
I definitely think they like Tyson better. I definitely believe that. You know, Sam Merrill's going to get some minutes. Mario Hazonia is whatever at this point. I don't know. Like we ain't been in the NBA in a minute. So, but I heard like overseas he's been great. Hey, I give him credit on that. Tyson, he was a rookie last year. He was good for them. He had his moments, so he's gonna play. Where does he fit? I don't know. Well, they're probably gonna have obviously Donovan Mitchell, James Harden. One of them is gonna stay on the court at all times. So one of them would be say your point guard with the second unit. So, that's not that big of a deal, but I like it for the Cavs. Do I think it's gonna change anything for them? No, because you still got James Harden. I don't trust him. So that doesn't change anything for me. The Clippers, you got Max Strus, you got a shooter. I mean, will he start? Will he start? No,
probably,
no, he no. Wait,
I think they'll
actually,
bring the
he
rookie out the
might.
bench.
Yeah, he might.
I think they'll bring the rookie out the bench to
Wait,
start
who's
at
there
least.
for?
So
Who's there for?
it'll
Because we
be
know Garland. We know.
Garland,
I think Garland,
Max,
Ingram, Brooke Lopez will
Brandon.
start. Those are the
Yeah,
three. I know that's going to start. Who's there for though? Oh, Rui.
yeah, Rui. Yeah,
Yeah, so but he could though. You could slide Max to the
some of the two.
two. Yeah, you
Yeah,
could do Garius, Max, Brandon Ingram, Rui. That's not the
it
worst,
ain't
but
bad. Yeah, it ain't bad, but
this ain't the worst. And I saw that the Wizards said that they were looking for another like guard off the bench. That's what they
why?
said. But think about it. They were in talk. They were interested in DeMar DeRozan. I'm not saying like you know is a point guard, shooting guard, but they were interested in say another guard. So I don't know why the Wizards were interested in say another guard on that
It don't
team.
make no sense unless they plan on trading somebody or something. Because you already got a lot of guards off that
Well,
bench
maybe for
already.
insurance. Trae Young did get hurt last year. You probably need insurance. Let's say knock on wood he gets hurt again. You might have to say start Trey Johnson or Bub, and then you're gonna need a Trey Man who you like, and he can play some backup PG. So probably some insurance coming off the bench. Dennis Schroeder at this point, he's just a pass around. All they do is they just be passing around. I'm just being honest. He's a pass around. Like
That man messed up his whole career once he ain't take that bread, Jay. He messed up his whole career.
he probably should have taken that bread, but he thought differently. So overall, Peyton Watson get the bread. It just sucks for the Nuggets, and I feel bad for their fans because they're moving in the wrong direction, bro. Like you gave Christian Braun a lot of money, and he sucked last year. He was bad, and Cam Johnson wasn't the guy we thought. Like we thought he was gonna be decent, but we knew he wasn't better than Michael Porter Jr.
For Junior, yo.
Like you're looking. Ugh. And Jokic, I don't know what Jokic is thinking, but I know he looking like, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing? This isn't like a championship. Like at this moment, unless you get DeMar DeRozan, which I think is somehow they do get DeRozan, I think he starts. I think they put Christian Brown on the bench.
Yes, for sure. He gotta come off the bench. For sure.
So apparently, so it says DeMar DeRozan, if he's willing to take a minimum contract, the Nuggets will welcome DeRozan, and it appears as if DeRozan is attempted to receive all of or part of the team's mid-level exception. If you're DeMar DeRozan, do you thinking about going to Denver?
I mean, at this point, it's late in the off season. But they probably got about training camp starts with September.
If we're being honest, probably in
So
a
he
month.
got about yeah.
About a
So he
month.
got about like a month for real to figure out a team. I don't think he's gonna get a payday that he's looking
No,
for.
he's not
So
getting no payday.
I'm signing that with Denver. And one, so I can get my value back up, and then two, I'm on a championship team. So it gives him a good chance of winning. So if I'm him, I would do it.
I mean, I like it because it's offensively, but defensively, I still think they're not good. I still don't think they're a good defensive team. Like, even if he was there. Like, if he starts like Jamal Murray, I don't think he's the best defender. DeRozan, eh. Cam Johnson, hit or miss. Aaron Gordon is your best defender, but he can't stay healthy. And Jokic, they looked at him last year. It's like food. So it's like, I think you're good. Offensively, you get another like legit score on that starting five. But defensively, I'm not. Because I don't think you're better than OKC. I don't think you're better than the Spurs. Are
Spurs.
you even better than the Lakers? I don't even think you're better than the Lakers, low key. Like, if we're being honest.
Mm,
I don't think so. I don't.
mm, I give them a slight edge.
I don't know. I
Without
is
DeRozan, I
is
still
it
give them a slight
is
edge.
it crazy to say like the Lakers roster is low key better than the Nuggets roster? I don't think that's crazy. If you look at roster wise, I don't think that's crazy to say. Bro, they signed Marvin Bagley on the bench. Marvin Bagley's not good.
He can rebound still. He can still go out there and get you a double double.
Nah, bro. Nah, I'm not. Nah. Bro, Luka, Jokic, you could say cancel each other out. Jamal Murray, Austin Reeves, I'm fine. You can say like Jamal Murray, that's cool. Third guy, Quinn Grimes,
Walker Kessler.
DeRozan, Walker Kessler, Jokic, was it who Mamu, Aaron Gordon? Yeah, that's fine. But when I look at depth, I think the Lakers got better
Yeah,
depth.
they got a better bench. They got Collin. They
I
got
think the team
Cameron
overall,
Carr.
yeah,
Mm.
is Loki. Is Cameron Carr better than everybody on the Nuggets bench right now?
Yeah,
That ain't good, then. That's not
yeah.
good. Is Bronny James better than everybody on the Nuggets bench?
All right, chill, chill. He might
That's
be
your
better than a couple of them.
that's your guy. But no, just the Nuggets, I feel like they've done wrong by Jokic. They haven't put the championship team around him like this offseason. I wish they could have, but they just haven't, and it's just looking real bad. Like, would you say the Timberwolves are better than the Nuggets right now? I think so. Well, they did with them. And then you got better. I would put the Timberwolves over the Nuggets right now. I mean, with LaMelo and Anthony Edwards, like I would.
I'll put them in the same tier. I can't put them over them yet. I gotta see what it look like. I gotta see what it look like.
I'll say best player, Bernardo. It looks a little bad. It looks a little bad for Denver. Okay, so really, like I said, it's not that many like takeaways and stuff like that. Did you see HoopHype's top 15 point guards in the NBA? Did you see this?
Mm-mm.
See this list? All right, we're gonna go down from 15 to 1. And number 15, this is not Bleacher Report. This is HoopHype's.
Oh, so I can, cause it's 15 names. I ain't gonna remember all 15. Let me write it down.
Got you.
All right, go ahead.
At number 15, they have Derek White.
Is he a point guard for real?
Eh. He's really a combo. I don't look at him as a point though.
I don't either. But come on.
At number 14, they have De'Aaron Fox.
Okay.
At number 13, they have Darren Peterson.
Already?
That's what they hey, this theirs. This
All right.
theirs.
All right. All
This
right.
theirs. At number 12, they have your guy, LaMelo Ball.
Okay.
At number 11, they have Loki, your guy again, Dylan Harper.
All right. They tweaking now.
All right, hey, we gonna talk about
All
it.
right.
At number 10, they have Trey Young. At number 9, James Harden. At number 8, Jamal Murray. At number 7, My guy, Tyrese Halliburton. At number 6, Steph Curry. At number 5, Tyrese Maxey. At number 4, Jalen Brunson. At number 3, your guy, Kay Cunningham. At number 2, Luka Doncic. And obviously at number 1, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So what are your thoughts on HoopHype's top 15 point guards in the NBA?
Uh, I think I don't know. Me personally, I probably still put Curry over Maxey. I think Maxey definitely got a top cases, top five. But I think the first five you could. I think Cade at three is cool. Brunson at four is cool. But me personally, I put Luca over Shea. I go Luca, Shea, Cade, Brunson, and then Curry. Um, I can't believe they got De'Aaron Peterson in the top 15 already.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of crazy. He ain't played not one real NBA game. He played his summer league, but he hasn't played a real actual NBA game yet. Y'all got him top 15 over De'Aaron Fox already. I understand De'Aaron Fox had a bad playoffs, but you got him over him already. Nah, dog, I ain't messing with that. And then Harper, Harper over LaMelo. I'm not messing with that. I think Harper is really good, but I can't say he's better than LaMelo yet. Other than that, I think it's cool.
You know,
I like Tyrese where he's at.
okay, you saying this crazy Derek Peterson is there. I'm looking when I look at teams because immediately when I look at teams, I know exactly like who's the point guard. The only other guy you can argue to be in that spot, not 13, but just to be in the top 15 to replace Darren Peterson,
Kyrie,
is either Dame or I think it's just because of injury, but it's either like Ja.
Dame, or Kyrie.
I think it's just the fact with Ja. I
What
think
about Darius
Ja should at
Garland?
least be.
What about Darius Garland?
I
We
don't think
forgetting
he's
about
top
him.
15 point guard.
I'm saying though, but you think that De'Aaron Peterson has been Darius Garland already?
No,
I don't think he's better
no.
than Darius. That's what I'm saying. So it's still other players out there that you
But
know what I
it's
mean.
I mean, you already think he better than Keontae George, so if that's the case, he should be going crazy to be
I
in
don't
the
think
top
I don't think
15 though.
I think he's a better point guard than Keontae George. I don't know. They tweaking.
You thought he was so much better. You basically thought he was just low-key better than him from Summer League. I mean, you said that even before Summer League. You already said get rid of Keontae George immediately. Even before he put the damn Summer League jersey on, you said get rid of Keontae George. That's how high you thought of Darren Pearson and what he could possibly do. So if that's the case, he was teetering at 15 to say 18 range anyway, if you thought that.
I give him
So
20. He ain't played the NBA game yet, G. I can't put him that high yet. He ain't played not one NBA game.
I mean, if somebody would have said Zion Williamson coming out was the top 15 power forward, I don't think we would have said the same thing. I
Not
think if he was at say number 14 or 15, I don't think we would have been like, I don't think we would have questioned it.
yeah, I would have. G. He ain't played a game yet. He hasn't played the game. At least let the man play a game first before we even say
What if
is he
LeBron? I
top
mean,
15.
LeBron coming out of high school, if he was say
That was
number
different. The
15,
talent was
no, we
way
can't do that.
different.
No, we
No,
can't do
bro, the
that.
talent.
No,
Yes, we
we
can
can't
because
do
the
that. We
talent
can't
was
do that.
way different, bro.
But
The
but
talent was
Zion
not
came out
near
with
what it
talent
was
though. But Zion was
when
still
LeBron
too.
came out. He could have made the All Star game his rookie year, bro. Like that's how good he was, bro. Now a rookie,
No,
you have to be really, really good in order to make an All Star game your rookie year, bro. Like, come on now, the talent was not the same as it was when LeBron first entered till now. Come
but
on now, be
Zion was
serious.
generational coming out of Duke. So I'm confused. How can we not do the same thing? If Zion, like, if you're saying if LeBron James was ranked number 15 in 2003 as best small forwards in NBA, we need to do that. We need to give that same energy. We need to be like, he ain't played yet. We don't know. But when Zion, generational talent, if he was at number 14 or 15 power forwards, now it's like, he ain't played yet. I mean, he's generational. We're not gonna act like Zion. They wouldn't say Zion was a generational player coming out of Duke. We're not gonna act like they didn't say that.
No, they did.
Okay,
They did.
then. So why?
I
So
still wouldn't
why
put
are
him
we
top 15
hesitating at him 14, 15? But LeBron is like, I see it. They got it. Gotta keep that same energy.
because, like I
It's the
told you,
same
the
with
talent pool.
Wimby.
Nah, bro, the talent pool was different, bro. People wasn't putting Wemby top 15 before he got in the league.
I'm talking about centers. I'm just going by positions. No,
I'm
not
talking about
players.
top
I'm talking
15
about.
centers. They weren't putting Wemby in the top 15 centers before he got in the league, bro. Because they ain't seen them play one game, bro. Like I said, the difference between LeBron, Zion, and all of them, there's way better players than there were back then, bro. Like you can easily see LeBron was one of the top players once he got in the league, bro. Before he even got in the league, because there was nobody like LeBron for real, besides Kobe, T Mac, and Vince Carter and all those other athletic guys, bro. So you can obviously tell LeBron was gonna be a top player, bro. With Zion, Wemby, Cooper, all these other high talent rookies coming in, bro. We don't know yet. They can
I'm
be
talking
a
about the
bust when they first come in.
generationals. Wimby, generational player. I don't think we're hesitating if they would have said Wimby was a top 15 center in the NBA already. I don't think we're hesitating. I think we look like it makes sense because we did see what Wimby was doing overseas. We saw it. We
But they
did see
didn't know
it.
because what? They didn't know if he was gonna adjust to the physicality, if his body was
But
gonna
you
hold
knew
up,
he was
and all
gonna
those
be
other things.
great though. Like we knew what he was gonna do though. I think Wimby. I'm not saying he's Braun, but I'm thinking Wimby is in the category of LeBron, and we're like, he's gonna be great. I think we can put Wimby in that category coming out. He was gonna be great. And his rookie year, I ain't gonna say he was great, but he was really, really good. When he should have probably won Defensive Player of the Year. The only reason they didn't give it to him because he was a rookie. That's the only reason they didn't give it to him. Wimby, if we're being honest, should be a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year already. He didn't get it rookie year because of a rookie. He didn't get it second year because he got injured with the collapse with the what was the blood clot, and then he got it this year. So he should already be 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Like if we look at centers, when Wemby came out, what we in 26? So Wemby came out in 23.
30.
Like if you look at centers at that time, who actually centers wise outside of Jokic, Embiid, and maybe Anthony Davis, if you want to count him as a center at that time, playing center, fine, whatever. Who was actually better than Wemby? Who was actually better than him?
You still got Sabonis,
Okay, I give you some
Sengun,
bonus. I give you some bonus.
Sengun, Zubac, Sengun.
I think we would have said Wemby is better than Zubac. I think Zubac is a really good big man.
I'm trying to think to 3 years ago. Ooh. But regardless, bro, De'Aaron Peterson is not top 15 yet. He's not.
Would
He
you have
hasn't
said
played a
Rudy
game, bro.
Gobert was better than Wemby already? I know I didn't.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
No, I
Would you
wouldn't
have
have
thought
said.
Wemby was better than Rudy Gobert?
I wouldn't have
All
said
right
that.
then. Because Rudy Gobert, you can arguably say was a top 10 center. And if that's the case, Wemby damn near top 10 center already. So why are we hesitating on Wemby? But with LeBron, we're glazing and saying, yeah, he got it. It
Come
makes
on now,
sense.
bro. Like you gotta be realistic, bro. I told you, look at the
Yeah.
players, bro. That's a different era. No, you're not being realistic, bro. Because if you was, you would completely understand that those players back then couldn't hold LeBron's jock strap when he first came in the league.
And what
Now
centers?
there's so many talented players, bro. There's so many talented players, bro. It's two different things, G.
And when I ask you what centers, you really only name 3. You only name 3.
Don't trip. I got you. Hold on. Don't trip.
Like,
Cause
what are we
I got don't trip.
doing? Come on,
Don't
man.
trip.
No, bro.
Don't trip.
Nah, bro. You named 3 centers in 2003 that was in
Don't trip.
2023 that was better than Wemby. You only
Okay,
named 3.
so let's see. got Jokic,
Okay.
Embiid,
Okay.
AD, Bam,
Okay.
Sabonis.
I never would have thought Bam was better than him.
You
Okay, I
wouldn't
give
have
you some
thought
bonus.
Bam was better. You wouldn't thought Bam was better than a rookie Victor. Not Oladipo, Victor
Not, did we not
Wembanyama.
see what Wimby did? All right.
Whatever. Rudy Gobert, that's 6.
Nope.
I would have took Jared Allen. That's 7. Miles Turner was hooping back then. Would you have taken Jakob over him?
Hell no. You wouldn't.
Zubac.
No.
Who else?
Wimby
Chet.
averaged. No.
Sengun.
No. Who? Who was that? Who was the last person you said?
Sengun.
No. No.
See, I feel like that's because you know what he is now,
No.
bro. At that time, bro, you
No.
wouldn't have taken all these guys over him, bro, because he hasn't played an NBA game. Nobody even knew if Victor was going
But
to
we
be able
didn't
to
know
play
about
60-something games, bro.
LeBron. I'm
We
just
didn't
going
even know if
positions.
we didn't know if Wemby body was gonna hold up. We didn't know if he was gonna actually be able to translate his game over here and all this. That's exactly why he wasn't a top 10. He was talking about being top 10, top 15 going in. De'Aaron Peterson, they saying that because we've seen what he's done against other talented players. But we all know he's not
You
top
know what's
15
funny?
already, bro.
You didn't name 15 centers better than Wimpy. So that proves my point. He was a top 15 center.
I named at least 10 better than him that I thought were better than him. What do you mean?
There's no. So you thought Yaka was better than Wimpy?
At that time, yes.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Bro, before he even stepped in the NBA, you thought he was better than Yaka. Before he even set foot in the NBA. Because that's
I
what we're talking
already
about. We're
said.
not talking about his entire rookie year already. We're talking about before he stepped in the league. You thought he was better than you thought he was a top 10 center already before he stepped in the
I
league.
thought he was at least top 10, top 15. Yes. Look what he was doing. Look what he's arguably the greatest defender already. Yes.
You glazing more than Francisco right now. Cause ain't no way you thought that and that man ain't stepped foot. We didn't even know if his timing was gonna translate. We didn't know none of that. Because none of those players that he played against were the same caliber of athletes that he's playing against now. So we didn't know any of that. So the fact that you're saying he top 15, he was top 15 before he even set foot is cap, G. Because
It's
experts,
center.
it didn't even, I'm talking about centers. I'm strictly talking about centers. Ain't no way you thought that. Because you didn't even know how his game was going to translate.
We see
You
it.
didn't even watch Wemby. All you watched was highlights. So how the hell you know it was going to translate?
But we seen it. We saw first game. We saw that. We saw the vision. We saw like, okay, he's better than this guy. He's better than this guy.
We're not talking about the first game. We're talking about before he stepped foot. Before he even played a summer league game. Before he played a preseason game.
I already knew. I said that's a guy. Before he even stepped in the NBA, he's going to be great. I said the same thing with. I didn't say great. But I said the same thing with Paul. I'm like, okay, he's going to be good. Never seen the NBA. Never. Said the same thing with Zion. Even though he's injured, he was going to be good. But you can tell, bro, he's freaking 7'6" that plays like a guard. You can tell he was going to be good. You can tell he was going to damn near be great. For him, you can tell. I'm not going to super glaze LeBron. But I'm just going off centers. He was damn near, I can say, arguably better than Jakob. Maybe I would probably say Miles Turner. I give you the Bam one. Maybe not Bam. But after that, I would probably say he's better. He was already better than Rudy Gobert. He was cooking that nigga before he put on the NBA jersey.
So first of all, hold on. But forget that. You moving the goalpost because we're talking about De'Aaron Peterson. Is De'Aaron Peterson generational?
I don't think so. I think he's a really good player.
Okay, then. So is he top 15 right now? Is he a top 15 point guard? Because that's what you're arguing.
Yes. I didn't say he was.
So what's no? You were arguing that he was because he
I was saying if you. I said
Wemby and all.
My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead, my
You were
bad.
sitting there comparing him to Wemby, Zion, and all these guys because they were top picks coming in. So what do you mean? You were arguing that he was top 15 because you said, well, think about it. There's really only one or two other guys that you could arguably put there. So you were arguing that he's a top 15 point guard and he's not.
I said the only other guys. I said when you look at them, I said you could say Ja, but I think Ja coming off a down season and Dame and Kyrie only because of the injuries. That's it. But you can argue when you look at all the point guards, you can't put him in the 15 to say 18 range. Would I do it? No. But I'm saying if you look at all the point guards, when you just look down, when you go on ESPN, go to standings, because I know you can name, when you look at teams, you can name the point guards too. You can look down and you'll be like, okay, that's a point guard on that team, that's a point guard. It's not the craziest. I wouldn't put him over, who was it? I think it was De'Aaron Fox. Would I put him over De'Aaron Fox now? Probably not. No, I wouldn't. But I think when you look at the point guards, 15, it's not the craziest. But I don't think he's generational.
Bro, he's not a top 15 point guard right now. He's not. There's other point guards in the league better than him right now.
Okay, outside of the three you name, who do you think else is better? I'm just asking.
I told you Garland.
Oh yeah, you did say Garland.
I said Garland. Who else did I say?
Well, you said Dame and Kyrie. You said those.
Dame, Kyrie, Ja.
But those guys
Garland,
coming off injuries, I think those are injuries. Okay, and I said he can be in that range. So I don't think it's crazy to say
he's not top 15 at all. You're saying it's crazy to say that he could be top 15. I'm saying it's crazy to say that he's even think that he's top 15 right now. Or he could sniff 15. No, he's not. He's like towards the end of it, 18, 19, 20. He's somewhere right there. Are you putting quickly over him right now?
I would probably say.
Are you putting Darius Peterson over quickly right now?
Low key, I probably would. I'm not gonna cap. Quickly is just he's mid. He's a good player.
Are you putting Suggs over him? Are you putting?
Oh hell no! I'll probably take Darius Peterson over Suggs.
Did we even say? No, they did say Tyrese. Tyrese was what, 7, 8?
Who? Halliburton.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah, they
7.
Yeah.
He was 7.
Yeah.
Are you putting him over CJ? Or Nickeil Alexander-Walker, whichever one is.
I don't think he's a point guard, but I would probably take Darren Pearson over CJ. Yeah. I think you would too.
Who else? Are you putting him over Josh Giddey?
I think he's a better offensive player than Josh Giddey, so probably.
That's maybe. Yeah. Are you taking him over Josh?
I would probably take. I would take Darren Pearson over Josh Giddey. Yes.
They said James Harden.
That's just they saying James Harden. See when we get to that range, all them niggas mid. Those the mid niggas now. Like so, that's why I'm saying if you get to the 15 to 18 range, it's not the craziest to say. Would I put like I said? Who was it? Was De'Aaron Fox? Who was the last guy? 15. Oh, Derek White. I don't think that's the craziest to say might be better than Derek White. I don't think that's the craziest. I don't think if somebody came up to you down the street and say, who you think better, Darren Peterson or Derek White? You ain't gonna instantly say Derek White. You gonna think about it. Then you might say Derek White, but you ain't gonna instantly say, man, that nigga ain't play the game. No, Derek White. No, you're gonna think about it, then probably say Derek White. So being 15 to 18 range is not the craziest thing to say. It's not the craziest. That's all I'm saying.
And all I'm saying is that man, we don't know how he's going to translate. We think he's going to translate well to the NBA, but we don't know that for sure. He has not played the game. We've seen several top 5, top 10 picks look great in summer league. They play an NBA game and then they look mid because the competition is higher. They still are a good player, but they're not as good as what we thought they was, bro. So before I can't say he's top 15 quite yet, and I haven't seen him up against real NBA talent yet, going up against real NBA defenders, real NBA defenses. I can't say it yet. I can't do it. You probably can't, but I can't do it until I see him play them.
Is AJ DeBonsa a top 15 small forward?
Oh.
Now we got to think. Okay, here we go.
Yes, because there's a lot of better guards than there are forwards in the league.
Now we got to think. No. That's fine. I get it. I get it. I get that part. I get it. I'm going down the list of small forwards just by. So you got. Let's just put. Is Asura Thompson small forward? Are we putting him, or is we considering power forward? What are we considering him?
Probably small. I consider him small.
Okay, we'll just say small. Okay, Asura Thompson, Jason Tatum, Paul George, whichever. He's not better than Jason Tatum, but that's fine. Paul George, Jason Tatum, New York OG, Mikhail, whatever.
He's better than Asura.
That's
fine. I don't
think
he's better than Jason Tatum or PG.
I'm with you. I got you. Kawhi Leonard, he's not better than Kawhi, obviously, because I'm going with the Raptors. Atlanta.
Are we counting Scotty?
You can choose power forward, small forward. So no, he's not better than
Scotty. That's four.
Atlanta.
He better than Jalen Johnson right now?
I think Jalen Johnson's the power forward, so no.
We talking about forwards here.
I was talking about small forwards. I was going small forwards. That's what. It would be Dyson Daniels.
Yeah, he's better than Dyson Daniels.
Better than him already.
He's better than Dyson Daniels.
Well, Philly, not better than Bron. Move on. Well, Jaylen Brown, not better than them. It doesn't matter whichever position, so that don't matter. Orlando, he's not better than Franz, so no.
Or that's 6.
Or Paolo, yeah, fine. Charlotte.
He's better than Khan. He's better than Khan.
Okay.
Or Brandon Miller. He's better than both of them.
Fine with me. Miami, Andrew Wiggins. He better than him because you think it too long. Let's move on. Milwaukee.
I don't know about that one.
He better because you took.
Anybody on Milwaukee. He's better than anybody on Milwaukee.
Bulls. He better than Montes.
Yeah.
Brooklyn better than anybody. Well, Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter. I'm not putting him over Michael Porter yet.
I got you. I give you that one. Aaron Nesmith. He better than Nesmith. He's better than Nesmith, bro. Washington, obviously. OKC, J-Dub. Oh, obviously not.
No.
San Antonio.
That's 8.
What you mean?
J-Dub makes 8 plays.
Okay, I got you. San Antonio. Devin Vassell, Julian Champagnie. He probably better than them. All right.
He's better than them.
Denver, Cam Johnson. He better than Cam Johnson.
Better than Cam.
LA, he's better than Quinn Grimes, brother.
Yes, for sure.
Houston, Kevin Durant. Obviously, no.
That's 9.
Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels.
I'm low-key taking Jaden. I'm low-key taking Jaden right now. Right now, I'm low-key taking Jaden. I'm low-key taking Jaden.
Okay. So let me get. I don't want to put this a part of this. Is Jonathan Kuminga better than him?
I'm high on Jonathan Kuminga, so I feel
you gotta say yes because you told me 2 weeks ago Jonathan Kuminga better than Jaden McDaniels. So you gotta stay consistent here. You got to. You gotta say.
Yeah, I'll take Kuminga over.
As long as you stay consistent, because don't switch up. Portland, Denny, no. Phoenix.
If we going off Kuminga and Denny, that's 12 right there.
Well, I didn't add Kuminga because he's not on a team. But we can add Kuminga. That's fine. We can add him. Phoenix. I think he's better than Dylan Brooks. I think he's better than him.
Okay.
He's better than Brooks, bro. He's better than him.
Okay, come on.
You know that too. You know that. You know that. Clippers. Brandon Ingram. It's AJ. Let's do that. No, we're not doing that. If you taking too long, you think he's better. Golden State. Yes, anybody.
Jimmy?
Anybody that plays small.
Jimmy
ain't there.
No, you can't do that.
We'll give you Jimmy. We'll give Jimmy. That's fine. New Orleans. He ain't better than Trey Murphy.
14.
Dallas. If you want to say Cooper.
I think he's better
Hey,
than
no,
Coop.
it's you. No,
I say I think he's better
it's
than
you.
Coop. I just told you I think he's better than
That's
Coop.
fine. That's fine. Memphis, none of them.
Yeah, he's better than all of them over there.
Sacramento, better than all of them. Small forwards. He's better than everybody. Small forward. And then Utah, if you want to say Laurie, small forward.
That's 15 right there.
But you have to think on Jaden McDaniels and Kuminga. He probably better than Kuminga. I ain't gonna cry. So again, it was a lot of people you were thinking about. He could teeter around top 15 small forward. If they said AJ was literally at number 15 small forward, I don't think it's saying hesitation. I don't know. I think we would be okay if he was at number 15.
We know that the talent pool in the NBA is mostly what? Guards. Exactly. So there's not a lot of good forwards, small forwards in the league. So of course, looking at AJ at top 15, it's not too crazy to say. But De'Aaron, that's kind of crazy when most of the talent pool in the league are guards.
Darren Peterson, brother. Hey man, all I've said is putting him at number 15 through 18 range ain't the craziest to say. It's not the craziest. I don't think it's crazy.
We're talking about 15. We're talking about top 15, not 15 through 18. We're talking about top 15.
But I feel like if he was ranked number 15, I don't think that's super crazy. I don't think that's just super crazy. I wouldn't tell somebody and be like, I would look at it and be like, interesting. I wouldn't say you're tweaking all rip. I wouldn't say that. I'd just be like,
I would.
You might have an argument that he's number 15.
Cleveland just broke. They're paying Harden 3 years, 90. 3 years, 97 mil. That's 42. And then he declined his 42 player option. And so, yeah, he signed for 3 years, 97. Fully guaranteed.
That's 32 a year. That's about his range. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with him getting that. That's fine. You just got to know. You just got to expect the unexpected with James Harden, bro. At this point, he's not going to show up. He just won't. But I feel like you had to get him. You had to resign him.
Yeah, you had to.
So, they was going to resign him back. And I think they said he was going to come back regardless. I think he took less so they could be able, because if he would have taken way more, they wouldn't have got Peyton Watson. I think he's trying to win. They're trying to compete for a championship, get back to the East, but James Harden is just, my confidence in him is very low. Okay, so that might be it. Trade. There's a little trade proposals I saw. That was a good conversation. Good conversation. Top 15 point guards. Good conversation. Bleacher Report's trade idea. The Raptors get your guy Kyrie Irving, and the Mavericks get Emmanuel Quickly, Jacoby Walter, and a 2028 first round pick, top 5 protected.
You said Quickly, Jacoby,
and a 2028 first round pick that is top 5 protected. Is that a trade that you think about doing?
If I'm Dallas? Yeah. If I'm Dallas, yeah. One, because you get a pick back in return. 2028. You said 2028, right?
Yep, 2028.
You get a first round pick back. You get Kyrie's contract off the books. Who's making more, him or Quickly? I don't know.
I think Kyrie might be, but I don't think it's that much. Because Quickly's getting paid like 30 something.
It's still cheaper, whether it's a couple of $1 million or not. It's still cheaper. So you get a cheaper contract. You still get a decent point guard to put next to Coop. And then you get another shooter in Jacoby Walter. So it ain't bad. And then as far as the Raptors, they get an upgrade point guard wise. So
Scotty, Kawhi, and Kyrie.
Hold on, before you go, do you think Kyrie's gonna be gone by trade deadline?
If they suck, yeah. Well, I hope so. I think they could have traded him this summer, but I think they actually do want to see how Cooper and Kyrie works. They didn't play together last year, so I think they at least want to see how it works.
I think Kyrie's with like 36 now. They're not gonna have that many years left, and then they're not gonna compete for no chip no time soon. So unless they make some moves,
But I think they just want to. Maybe I mean they probably think, hey, if we could get Coop, who had a great rookie year last year, Kyrie Irving, one of the best point guards in the NBA, and one of you can arguably say top 15, 20 player in the NBA on the court together. They probably think, hey, we can make some noise. We can make some noise. I think they at least want to see how it works. So let's just see. If it was me, I would have traded him this summer. That's what I would have did.
as soon
Because
as
I mean,
AD
like
got traded, Kyrie would have got traded too.
I don't think they was gonna trade Kyrie during the season. I don't think. Well, they probably at that point. Well, I don't remember if he announced he wasn't coming back like after the trade deadline. So I don't remember. I'm guessing it was before. I'm just guessing. So, I think they just want to see. So I have no problem with that. Like if they start out like, let's just say 5 and like 20. Yeah, I think it's time to be like, yeah, Kyrie Irving most likely is gonna play good at this time. Let's see. Let's see what we can get back. But Kyrie Irving, I think, has 1 year left on his deal. I think with a player option. So trading for a guy that could potentially leave after this year is kind of I would hesitate on it, but I
It
would at
depends
least
on
try
what
to
team
see.
he go to though.
It does. Like, let's say he goes to
Because he's a realist. So like if he can say he gets traded to Toronto, he'll probably unless they offer him another contract, he probably is gonna opt into that player option, bro. Because he know him, Kawhi, Scotty, that's a really good and RJ, that's a really good team.
so I don't know. We gotta wait and see. I think the trade's not bad. I would do it. Raptors, that means you going all in. Kawhi Leonard, we didn't talk about it, but according to some reports saying they're still investigating, but Shams reported he's free. They didn't find anything. So you get Kawhi, Scotty, Kyrie, and like you said, RJ, that's a good ass team. I'm not gonna cap. That
Hmm.
is a very good team.
Are
So
they
I
better
would
than
do it.
Philly?
No, hell no. No, 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 no. Come on now.
Are they better than the Knicks?
Nah, I gotta give respect to the Knicks. Got you.
Are they better than Cleveland?
Yes. I don't trust Cleveland at all. No.
They better than Indiana?
Yeah, yeah. I like Indiana. Yeah, they're better. Yeah.
They're better than yeah, they better than Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, the
Who
Raptors is
else? They better
arguably
than the
third
Heat.
best team. Yes. They don't even got nobody. They're waiting on Clay
So they
Thompson.
so they only behind Philly
Yeah.
and
Yes.
that's the only
Yeah.
team they behind is Philly.
Philly and New
Nick.
York. Yes. Yes. They arguably third best team in the East. Yes. Easily, bro. Easily. I like that trade. And the Mavs get two solid role players and a pick that could potentially be high. Yeah. And plus, Mavericks need picks. They don't have no picks until like 2030 something. So they need picks. That's why it's kind of sucks on their part that well, in your opinion, they probably made a bad pick at number 9 because you don't have no more draft picks, no more firsts until 2030. So it kind of sucks. So another trade, Bleacher Report, between the Warriors and the Bucks. Steph Curry, we talked about it like 2 weeks ago. It's getting a little ugly down there. So I guess it's a trade to make the Warriors more competitive. The Warriors get Tyler Hero, Miles Turner, Jaime Jaquez, and Kevin Porter Jr. And the Bucks get Jimmy Butler's expiring contract, Brandon Pozicki, Moses Mooney, Will Richards, a 27 first round pick, top 4 protected, and a 2031 first round pick.
So it'll be what? Curry, Hero,
Jaime, Draymond,
Jaime,
and Miles
Draymond,
Turner.
and Miles. No, they still got Porzingis.
Oh yeah. So
Porzingis, Turner, Draymond, Tyler, and Steph.
somebody got to play 3. Draymond Green cannot play my small 4.
He could.
I
He
don't want
could.
him. I don't want him.
I mean, I think that'd be your best starting lineup, unless Porzingis comes off the bench, him or Turner come off the bench, and you start Jaime.
Miles Turner comes off the bench. It'll be Miles.
I like that double big lineup though. Them 2 7-footers. I like that. that can shoot too, and they both can shot block.
And Porzingis my only rebounder.
You got Draymond.
Draymond could give me 7. And Miles
I mean,
Turner could
Miles
give me
Turner
4.
3. I say 3. And
He'll give me
then
4.
Porzingis give you about 6.
That ain't good then. That ain't good. Would I do it? You get younger.
And you got a
Are
future
we
piece in
championship?
Tyler.
No. No. Not championship team, but so no. I mean, the Bucks, you get Jimmy Butler expiring. You get AirPods. It's yuck on both sides, in my opinion. It's yuck on both sides. There is no more, so that's it for really takeaways. There's really wasn't a lot going on in the NBA. Hey, before we get into like our real topics and stuff, 2 things. Well, actually, really one, because like I said, Kawhi Leonard, he's free. They say they didn't find anything, but they're still investigating. I don't know what's going to happen now with that scandal. Now it's looking like he probably will go to the Raptors. So congratulations to him. But we talked about it like a couple of weeks ago how we never saw footage of LeBron and all them practicing, but now we got some footage.
Mm-hmm.
When you saw the footage, what was like the first thing that came to your mind?
When I first saw it, I said this gonna look good. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
granted they not playing against any real defense. They weren't playing against
Yeah.
real any defense or anything like that. But I think that they're gonna look good because they're starting to get that team camaraderie together. They're starting to get a feel for each other, and I think all three are high IQ players. One with Maxi being able, well, Joel Embiid is so easy to play with, so I don't think they really needed Joel there. But Maxi's a high IQ offensive guy, so him knowing where he's going to get his shots from and his spots from is really good. Jaylen Brown, the same thing. He's a high IQ player, and then Bron, just realizing, where they shoot well from, what they do well. I think that was really good for them. And then the trainer that they were trainer Chris Johnson, he's a really good trainer too. So I think all that would definitely help those guys get better. So as soon as I saw it, I said, yeah, they're gonna look good. I just want to see what it's gonna look like defensively. Offensively, I think they're gonna be fine. I just want to see what it's gonna look like defensively now.
I shed a tear. I said, wow. I love it. I love it. We ain't seen Joel Embiid practice, well, footage at least of them practicing with Joel Embiid. But man, this shit gonna look nice.
Mm-hmm.
This shit gonna look nice. LeBron and Tyrese Maxey already been working out together. Now we at in JB. This shit look nice, man.
I'm telling you, they
Championship.
already know how the offense gonna work, bro. They gonna work off Embiid. That's how it's gonna work. And then when Embiid off the floor, then that's when it's gonna be LeBron, Max, and all them doing what they was doing in the videos and shit that we seen.
They still got to get that backup big man spot together. That shit nasty.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody tells me. Nah, you're not gonna gaslight me and tell me that shit good. But
How you because I think Nick Richards is still out there. How you feel about Nick Richards?
I think Nick Richards as a backup big man will actually be excellent though. He's gonna have to take, say, the veteran minimum. Will he do that though? I don't know. If you want to win a championship, yes.
Shit, he's not even on the roster right now. So
I
if you
know,
want
that's
to
what
get
I'm
on the
saying.
roster, if you want to get on the roster, you better. And then winning helps. So if you're on a winning roster and you play well, you can get another contract.
I'm starting to love Tyrese Maxey more and more. That man, what he said, look, man, we gotta put that ego shit aside. We gotta put it aside, man. We trying to win. Like,
Mm-hmm.
everybody gotta throw that out the window. So, like, hey, if you averaged 30 last year, and if you only average, say, 20, hey, you gotta deal with it. Look, we all sacrificing over here.
I feel
Everybody
like
accomplished. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I feel like he said that because he know like well I know JB's buying in, so I'm not worried about that. I think that was more so for like VJ, because like VJ is a young guy. He had a good year. He think he probably should be featured more offensively. And then I think he's overseas playing right now, ain't he?
Who,
I don't know
VJ?
if that video that I seen was old or not, but I think he's overseas playing right. Him and Buddy's overseas playing right now. I could be wrong unless that video was old. Um, but he felt like his offensive role should be expanded now since he came off a good rookie year. So I low key think that was for VJ. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it was every freaking body on that team. Put all that ego to the
Mm,
side. Yes, bro. Jaylen Brown went from averaging 30 points and was the best player. And now we're talking about him being arguably the third best player on the team, probably fourth. Yes, put the ego
I
to the
mean,
side, brother.
I don't think,
Yes.
but I think JV knows that though. I think he knows the situation that he's in. What can happen? And he's not gonna have no ego. He's too smart to. I mean, granted, you are right. He did just come off averaging 30, so I should be a featured. I should be the number one, number two option, whatever like that. But he knows he has Joel Embiid and LeBron James and Tyrese Maxey on his team, bro. I don't think he was a part of that when he said that.
I definitely think he was talking about everybody. Same with Joel, same with LeBron. Like if Joel don't average, like if you ain't averaging say 30, like 28 and 12, but you only average say 23 and 10 or 9, put it to the side, brother. We're trying to win here. Same with V. I think you're right. Maybe he was talking to VJ too. He probably was talking to LeBron too. I think we all got to put our egos to the side and win. And he was talking to about himself too. Tyrese Maxey just came off averaging 30 this year too. He's talking about himself too. If I only average say 20 points or 22, I'm okay. But as long as we win, it shouldn't matter. Like it is a lot of personalities on that team. It's a lot. And it will. Then there's gonna be times when there might be ego. It just is. That's what happens when you have five really, really good players on the same team. It happens. It's gonna take time. But I think he was talking about, in my opinion, I thought he was just talking about everybody on the team. Everybody gotta just move that to the side and look. Worry about winning, bro. We're trying to win a championship. We can arguably go to the ECF, beat the Knicks, and probably arguably compete with any Western Conference team.
They can compete with any. They can beat any Western Conference team. And the only reason why I say this is because of Joel Embiid. If Joel Embiid is healthy, bro, he's dogging whatever center or whatever. He's the matchup nightmare. And then you got LeBron, JB, and Maxey playing off that, bro. Like that's gonna be too hard to stop. And it's all because of Embiid. Embiid is like the new modern day Shaq, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's get into our final power rankings from last year. Let's get into our top 10. Let's start at number 10. Who do you have as the 10th best team in the NBA from last year?
I got the Houston Rockets.
I do too.
I know the Houston Rockets struggled a little bit throughout the season. They struggled offensively, whether who was going to take the last shot between Sengun and KD, and they struggled a little bit offensively, not having Fred as well to help set the table for everything. But I thought the Houston Rockets they still played well. They still won some games they were supposed to win. So yeah, I got the Houston Rockets as the 10th best team.
I'm looking at the comments from the video of who was LeBron's best teammate. Why did somebody say De'Aaron Fox? I'm confused.
What?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
man. Ah, oh man. People funny. But I'm with you. I got the Houston Rockets. Thought the Houston Rockets. I said it like maybe earlier this summer. I said they had a good year, but low key they didn't have the year they had the year
Everybody
before when they were the
expecting.
second seed.
Mm.
They were the fifth seed, but they had like 50. They had 50 plus. I forgot what the exact number is, but they were still a good team. And then obviously in the playoffs, Kevin Durant doesn't play. You guys were 0-3. Were honestly favorite once Luca wasn't there, and you guys were basically in BTA by 42-year-old men and role players. But you guys still regular season wise had a successful season, but it was kind of disappointing seeing you guys lose in the first round to an old man. But Kevin Durant was good, and Ben Thompson started out decent at least. Sengun was decent, but like So far, they were good. They were a good team, but they weren't great. So I got the Houston Rockets at number 10. At number 9, who do you have?
And number nine, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. They
Mm,
started off rocky. They started
interesting.
off rocky, but once they got James Harden, they went on a little run. Donovan Mitchell played really well the
Mm,
entire year. Yeah, so I got the Cavs at number nine.
interesting. That's what's up. At number 9, this is where I got the Celtics. I know the Celtics had a, surprising year to some people. Jalen Brown cooked, obviously. Derek White was bad, but it was basically JB and who did you say the others were? Who you say they were?
G
A bunch
Leaguers.
of G leaguers. Yeah, Jalen Brown and a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of G leaguers. Second seed in the East, but you guys blew a 3-1 lead to a team you were arguably better than, and that holds a lot of weight because it was looking like they about to stomp them after Jason Tatum hit the clutch shot in Game 4. Then you guys never won a game ever again and lost. So that hurts you guys. Jason Tatum did come back later in the season, played pretty good, honestly. But losing a 3-1 lead, it definitely hurts you guys, in my opinion. So I got the Celtics at number 9. At
Number
number
eight, I
8.
got
Oh,
the
go ahead, my bad.
at
Sorry.
number eight, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. I
Mm.
thought the Timberwolves were a little shaky this year as well. Um, but they got their stuff together. And played and missed a decent not a decent amount of time. He missed some time. But yeah, I thought Jaden McDaniels, his growth that year was really well. So yeah, I got the Timberwolves at number eight.
Interesting. And somebody said Chris Bosh. I definitely, you know what? Not even gonna get into it. At number 8, this is where I have the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets were kind of shaky majority of the year. Then Jokic got hurt, but then later on they definitely stepped it up. They stepped it up late. They won like 13 games in a row, I think, to end the regular season, and they got them that third seed. Yes, the third seed. They got them the third seed in the Western Conference. But then in the playoffs, you guys got exposed. Nobody stepped it up. Aaron Gordon was hurt. Jokic got he got he got he got exposed by Rudy Gobert. But I think overall, like the Nuggets season was just up and down, up and down. But with Jokic hurt, it definitely hurt them a lot. They were a decent team. We thought of them as like a title contender, but in reality, they really wasn't. So I got the Denver Nuggets at number 8. At number 7,
Number
who do we
seven.
have?
At number seven, I had the Los Angeles Lakers. I thought that they started off really good. And then once Luca went down, Austin Reeves played really well for them, helped them win some games. Then once he went down, Bron kept it afloat. So yeah, I thought the Lakers had a decent season. They didn't have the season that they wanted in the postseason, but um, yeah, I got the Lakers at number seven.
I'm looking on Twitter. They're talking about AJ Brown has scored 5 touchdowns in joint practice.
Mm, mm, mm.
Doesn't matter. We don't need that nigga no way. Uh, at number 7, I got the Los Angeles Lakers too. They had a really good year. They were a third seed at one point. Luka Doncic was going crazy. LeBron James, when he started out the season hurt, but then he came back. Austin Reeves had a good year. They surprised a lot of people. Like I said earlier, they beat the Houston Rockets with LeBron James and a bunch of role players. But then you got swept by the Thunder. I think we all thought they were gonna lose that series anyway, so that's not surprising to me. But overall, the Lakers had a really good year. Luka Doncic was all NBA, and the Lakers they were a good team. Like they were a legit good team all year when their big three was healthy, but then their best player gets hurt, and then it just went downhill because they wasn't gonna beat the Thunder. And yeah, I got the Lakers at number 7. You thought the Lakers was gonna win? They beat the Thunder if Luca would have played, or you thought they still would have lost?
No, I thought they still would have lost. It probably would have been like 4-2 though.
Yeah.
Number six, I got the Denver Nuggets. Like you said earlier, they ended the year on a 12 game winning streak.
12. Oh,
Jokic
my
missed
bad.
some time. Jokic missed some time, but they still stayed afloat. They started off shaky, but then they picked it up towards the middle and end of the season. I thought they had a really good season. Besides, besides the playoffs. But yeah, I had the Denver Nuggets at number six.
Man. Number 6, this is where I got the Timberwolves. Now Timberwolves had a good year, but then Anthony Edwards missed a decent amount of time late in the year, and obviously that's why I didn't get all NBA. Jaden McDaniels was hooping. Julius Randle was low key bad. Like this, he had a bad year last year, but they were still like a top team, obviously in the Western Conference. Then you go into the playoffs, you beat the Nuggets handily, low key, if we're being honest. But then you lose in 6 games against the Spurs. Won the game one surprisingly. And a lot of people, I saw a lot of people say the Timberwolves was going to beat the Spurs. It is what it is. But they had a good year. Maybe to some it was kind of a down year because they didn't reach their Western Conference Finals again like they did last year. But they still had a good year overall. I got the Minnesota Timberwolves at number 6.
Number five, this is where I got the Boston Celtics. I think the Boston Celtics had a really successful season. Jalen Brown and them G leaguers were smacking guys before JT got back. Even when they so called figured him out halfway through the season, they still was winning games. So I thought Joe Mazzulla did a great job coaching. I thought those guys um, did a great job with the next guy up mentality. So yeah, I had the Boston Celtics at number five.
At number 5, this is where I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were still a good team, 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. Obviously, brought over James Harden at the not trade deadline, but earlier than the trade deadline. Donovan Mitchell had an All NBA year. James Harden was still decent. Mobley, if you want to say he had a down year, that's fine, but he was still decent for the Cavs. They did make some moves at the trade deadline with the Dennis Schroeder move. But then you go into the playoffs, they did make an ECF. I'm going to give them some credit, even though they got beat down in 4 by the Knicks, but they did make an ECF. Going 7 with the Raptors, which they probably shouldn't have, and going 7 with the Pistons, probably shouldn't have, but you still went to an ECF. So I think that gets you somewhere, even though you ended up badly. I got the Cavs at number 5, man.
Number four, this is why I got my Detroit Pistons. My
Um,
Detroit Pistons, they was the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. They played well the entire year. K played good. Jalen Durant stepped up when he went down. So yeah, besides them going 7 with the Magic, and then
hmm.
losing in the second round, I still got the Pistons as the fourth best team in the NBA last year.
I agree with you. I got the Pistons at number 4. First in the East last year, had a great year. I know they lost at 7 to the Cavaliers, but they still had a successful season. Ain't get past the first round in a very long time. You come back down 3-1 against the Orlando Magic. Kay Cunningham was amazing, all NBA. Jalen Durant, I know he was bad in the playoffs, but he had an all NBA and was a first time All Star last year. Sor Thompson was good. But you did go to the second round, and you went to 7 with the Cavaliers team, who probably just had more talent than you guys. But you guys still went there, and you guys were good. You guys were a good team all year. It was very consistent, even though a lot of people didn't trust your team. Y'all proved some people wrong. So I give the Pistons number 4, man, in the NBA last year.
At number three, this is where
That's trash.
I got the New York Knicks.
Mm,
Yeah,
interesting.
I thought the New York Knicks. It was with the turmoil they was going through with the new head coach Mike Brown, and the guys not knowing their role offensively. I think that they did well to bounce back. And then they got hot at the right time. They
Hmm.
got hot, and they carried that to the playoffs all the way to an NBA championship. So yeah, I have the New York Knicks at number three.
Hmm. Hmm. A little bit surprising. Loki, I got the San Antonio Spurs. I know the Spurs went to the NBA Finals. They had a great year too. Shocked a lot of people did, and I don't think no one thought they was gonna make it to the finals. I don't care what nobody say, but we all thought they would make probably a play-in, playoff, last playoff spot, something around there. But they exceeded a lot of people's expectations. Wimby was arguably a top 5 player in the NBA. De'Aaron Fox in the regular season was okay. Dylan Harper showed a lot of people he needs to start. You've been saying that for a long time. They had a lot of good players this year, but they're just making it to the finals it just showed people like this team is for real, and they were showing a lot of people last year they was for real. They was just so young, and they just made a lot of mistakes that it cost them probably an NBA Finals. But overall, they had a great year last year. I got the San Antonio Spurs at number 3.
Number two, this is where I got the OKC Thunder. I thought the Thunder played really good the entire year, especially with no J Dub. Chet, I feel like Chet had a down year, but Shea kept those guys afloat. And Shea did Shea things by putting them on his back the entire season. And almost getting them to the finals. If J Dub was healthy, who knows? They would have probably been back in the finals. But yeah, I had OKC at number two.
He sure was trying to carry them. At number 2, this is where I got the OKC Thunder. Had the best record in the NBA last year, all NBA and SGA. J Dub did miss some. He missed some time in the playoffs. Chet had a down year, but somehow, someway, they still made it to the conference finals, sweeping the Suns, sweeping the Lakers, and they faced the test with the Spurs and lost. But overall, they still had like a good season. I know they're gonna say it was probably a failure because they probably should have won if they were healthy with AJ Mitchell and J Dub in the conference finals, but a team like that coming off an NBA championship, going back there, could have won. It was still somewhat of a good season, but I understand if somebody would have said it's a failure because y'all was up in the series and y'all lost the last two. But overall, they still had a good year. I got the OKC Thunder at number 2.
And then at number one, I got the San Antonio Spurs. I thought the San Antonio Spurs were dominant all year. I thought that they were um, low key probably the best team in the West. I felt like they had a chance to win that finals, but like you said, due to inexperience in that moment, it cost them. And then, of course, other players not playing well. But I got the San Antonio Spurs at number one.
Yes, sir. And then number 1, I got the NBA champions, New York Knicks. Charles was right. They had a lot of I don't want to use the word turmoil, but they had a lot of questions early on. Like you said, Cat didn't know his role. A lot of people just didn't know what was going on with a new coach and Mike Brown. But they did step it up late. Like you said, got hot at the right time. Uh beat the Hawks. Hawks gave them the best challenge, but beat them eventually by 50 in game 6. Swept the Sixers, then swept the Cavs, and then beat the Spurs in 5. They were one of the best teams in the NBA last year, arguably one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, and they won the championship. So I got to reward the champions. They are the best team in the NBA from last year. I was shocked you put. I mean, we could talk about it, but I was shocked you put Nuggets over Timberwolves only because it's like they lost. And I was just shocked at that. I thought Timberwolves probably should have been higher than the Nuggets, but I'm not upset at it. I don't think it was like by that much though. I think it was probably just like 2 spots ahead.
Yeah, two
That was my
spots.
only question. Yeah, that was my only like question mark. But everything else was cool. Everything else was cool. What was I thinking? I was thinking of something else. Y'all, we would talk about no. I'll say it at the end. It's about football. I will say that at the end. I'll say that. All right. Let's get into our one hard hitting question for every Western Conference team. Let's start with the Thunder. Since they were the best team, obviously we're going to go in order. Let's start with the Thunder. What is your one question for the OKC Thunder this year?
Is our championship window closing? Um,
Mm.
because we seen that the Western Conference got a little bit better, but we seen the Eastern Conference get a lot better. And then with the emergence of the San Antonio Spurs, is their OKC championship window closed? You lost Luke Dort, a really good defender. We don't know how Casey Wallace is going to be when he's in the starting lineup. You got rid of some of your depth and Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe, so other guys on that bench have to step up now. AJ Mitchell and J Dub are coming back off injury, so are they going to be healthy enough? So, my question for them is our championship window closing?
My question is, will this be the last year of the big three? Chet, J Dub, and SGA. We talked about it. We see teams do it now. It's hard to keep 3 players on max contracts on the same team together. Some got to give. Either you pay the penalties or you let one go so you don't have to be in the penalties. This year is very important for them. If they lose again and say second round of Western Conference Finals, we might have reached the peak of this Thunder, this OKC dynasty. Because let's arguably say, because Chet been in the league for how long? What is
I
this
think
going
four,
into year
5 years.
4 or 5? This might be
Yeah, it's
5.
4, 5.
It's
It's
one of
4, 5.
them. Okay, it's one of
Nah,
them.
really? Nah, it's going to 4. It's going into 4.
For real? Wow.
Yeah,
Why I feel like he
because
been
he
in the
came
league
in the
longer.
league because he
Well,
looked
you know he
old.
misses. You miss it.
He
He
missed his
misses
first year.
rookie year. So is
Yeah,
this
he
year?
missed.
So
Well,
this
really
is
it's
rookie.
5.
So this is year
Really
5.
5. Really,
Okay,
yeah.
then yeah. So that
But
makes sense.
he's only played 3 years
4.
though.
What you mean 3? He played
Nah,
4.
he missed his
Oh,
rookie
look,
year. Then he
yeah.
missed his rookie year. He played the next year, which was
Okay.
23, 24. Then 24, 25. That's his third year. Well, technically it's his third year, but it's his second year he played. And then last year was his third year he played. But
Oh,
it's
he's
his fourth
going.
year.
He's going. Okay, I got you. So yes, I'm with you. Yeah. Will Chet be gone? Will Jada be gone? SGA will stay there for the rest of his life. Will this be it for the big 3? We won't know. But this is a big year for them. If they don't win a championship, we might have reached the peak of this 5 year somewhat of a dynasty. So that's my question for the Thunder. Will this be it for the big 3 in OKC? Next team, the San Antonio Spurs. What is your question for them?
Can we repeat the same success? Was last year a fluke? Is De'Aaron Fox? It was last year a fluke. Was De'Aaron Fox? Is De'Aaron Fox going to step up? Because now teams have seen what we put on paper. So now they're going to game plan against what we did well and what we don't do well, and how we got exposed in the finals. So next year, can we repeat the same success and be that number 2 seed in the Western Conference, or be better and be the number 1 seed? So
My question is, will we have a regression coming off I don't I don't want to use the word emotional, but like an emotional finish to the year. Probably should have won the finals, was up in 80% of the games and lost. Will that come back and say haunt them early on? And will they regress and not be, say, like you said, a second team in the Western Conference? Could they be, say, the 5th seed in the West? You just don't know. But I think everybody will be great, but will they be the 60+ win team like they were last year? I don't know. But regression does happen. It happens to some of these teams that potentially go to a championship and win. They do regress to an extent. Even though they did bring in Tobias Harris and made some good draft picks, could they regress though? You never know. So that's my question for the Spurs this year. Will they have a regression? Next team, the Denver Nuggets. What is your question for them?
my question for the Denver Nuggets is: do we have enough? Earlier we
Mm.
talked about how they let go Bruce Brown. We talked about how they let go of Colin Gillespie, Peyton Watson. Now and then trading Michael Porter. So now my question for them is: do we have enough? Because that bench is still terrible. Yes, you have arguably the best player in the league in Jokic. But is him, Jamal Murray, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon? Is that enough?
Is that enough? Who knows? My question for the Nuggets: will the players will they stay healthy? Jokic missed a lot of time last year. Aaron Gordon always misses some time. I don't think Cam Johnson was really that hurt,
Nah, he
but
was the
I'm when
healthiest.
I'm really, huh?
He was the healthiest.
How much time did Jamal Murray miss? I don't think he missed that much time either. I don't think off the top of my head. But when I mean role players, I damn near want to say Aaron Gordon because he's like he's the utility guy. So basically, can they stay healthy? Because if they don't stay healthy, Jamal Murray plays 75, so he's good. When I say this, Peyton Watson, I know he's not there no more, but Peyton Watson did miss some time. Like
Mm-hmm.
actually Cam Johnson he
I
played
can't. Yeah,
54
he missed
games.
54. Yeah, he only
Yeah,
played
so
54.
those role players and Christian Bryan, he got hurt. He missed a lot of time too. even though he was ass. But yeah, so it goes into can the role players stay healthy because now you really need them with your depth, being with a lack of depth on this team. Without your key guys, you guys aren't winning anything. And if Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson, Christian Braun miss any significant amount of time, that can hurt the Nuggets. That could put them in a spot where they might have to face a team that they probably don't want to face. So that's my question for the Nuggets. Can the role players stay healthy this year? Next team, the Houston Rockets. What's your question for them?
My question for the Houston Rockets is: it time to trade KD and Fred and go young? I think that you acquire Marcus Smart, and you got a few other little pieces, and you re-sign Tyree Eason. But is it time to go young? Can this team suffice? Because we seen their struggles last year. So yeah, my question for them is about that time to trade KD and Fred and go young and start building the team around the men.
Quick question. If the Rockets are like, let's just say 3 games below 500 by the trade deadline, you think they'll do it?
Nah, because now Fred's back. They got Marcus Smart. They got a little bit more veteran presence in there. I don't think they will. I think they'll probably ride it out. And then if they get bounced in the first round again, then yeah, I think they'll trade KD.
Yeah, they'll trade KD in the offseason. KD low-key a pass around too. Not like Dennis Schroeder, but he'll pass around too. My question for the Rockets is, will Ben Thompson finally take the offensive lead, man? Been waiting for a long time.
I think him and Sor will. I've been watching their training videos, bro. They jump shot look good. It look good. Well, I ain't gonna say it looked good. It looked better than what it was. It looked better than what it was. So I think we're gonna see a lot of more jump shots. Either that or a lot of more middies for sure. But I think we're gonna see a lot of more jump shots this year.
This ain't gonna be a real bet. Let's just friendly bet. Will we get at least one game from a Ben Thompson where he hits 5 3-pointers in a game?
No.
Just one. Just one game.
No.
Out of 82 games. One game.
5?
Yeah.
3? 3?
No.
I can see 3. 5? No.
It's crazy. I don't think 5. I think 5 3-pointers is a lot, but I don't think it's a lot.
No, you said hit. You gotta
hit 5 threes. I'm talking about 5.
Nah, G, I don't think he's gonna hit. I can see him hitting 3.
We can't bet. We can't do a friendly bet. One game. All you gotta do is one game. 5 3-pointers.
You can bet. You can bet with it. I'm not.
I mean, I'm not gonna bet myself, but
no, I'm saying we can do the bet, but I'm not betting for him to hit it.
No, we're not. I mean, we're not paying nothing. It's just a friendly bet. Like you think
I get it. I'm saying I'm going with no though. I'm saying he's not gonna do it.
I think he'll hit it. I think one game out of 82, it's gonna be a game he's gonna get on the heater. It's gonna be that one game he gets on the heater, bro. He gonna hit at least 5. 5 3.
Don't we write it down? We got another bet too, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah, we were supposed to do it. I know we did another bet. I think we bet like lunch or some shit. I can't remember what the bet was.
I do remember that. I just don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't remember the bet either.
I kind of remember that part though. Yeah, I'll write it down. I think a man Thompson give us one game for 5. That means you're telling me it's never going to be a heater for him. Never. Like, it's never going to be a heater. We're never going to hear her announce like, "Oh my God, from 3
I ain't saying that. I just don't think that means if he hit 5 threes, that means he got to at least take 7 to 10 threes. I don't think he's going to take 7 to 10 threes, even if he's on the heater. I don't think he's going to take 7 to 10 threes in a game.
Okay, he could go 5 for 5.
He could. I still don't think that's going to happen, though.
I think he can hit 5. I think one time out of 82 games, he can give me 5 3-pointers, bro. Okay, we can do 3 too. We can do 3.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
Now, how many games does he hit 3 though? That's the question.
Let me see how many. I don't think
that'd be crazy. I'm gonna look real quick. Oh, then I'm gonna get to him. Let me see. Man Thompson last year. Let's see. 3-pointers. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh.
Damn, that man probably ain't hit 2 in one game.
It was some games he didn't even attempt a 3-pointer. I'm just going off what one game he did attempt 5. He won 1 for 5 though. Okay, then I'll bet 3. Friendly bet. Friendly bet.
Oh, now you're bet 3. Nah, stay at the
No, I'm
5.
gonna stay at 5. I'm gonna stay at 5,
Oh,
but but friendly bet with you. He'll hit at least
yeah,
3.
I think he gonna hit 3. I think he'll
He
hit
can
3.
hit because he definitely didn't hit 3 none last year. None.
I think he'll hit 3. That's why I said 5. Gee, that's kind of crazy.
But I'm going. You said it looked nice, so I'm like, okay,
They
we
do.
might get a
They
hit.
do. They do look nice. I don't know if it look nice enough for 5 though.
Okay, Asura Thompson for 3 then.
How many threes he hit in one game?
Yeah, let's bet one game out of 82. He hit at least 3 3-pointers in one. Just 3.
Yeah, I think he'll do 3. I think he'll hit 3 in one game. I can see him hitting 3 in one game.
Let's see how many he attempted last year. Oh God,
Ah,
his might be worse. His might be worse, low key. Eh, bro. In the Magic series, he attempted 1 3-pointer.
the entire series,
The entire series, he shot
bro.
1
It's safe for the
3-pointer.
season. It's safe for the season. He attempted .3.
Yeah, that wow, bro. In the month of freaking of March, he only attempted 2 3-pointers. The
Yeah,
entire month
dog.
of March.
Yeah, dog. We might have to go down to 2. But no, they jump shot do look good though. It look good. It look more fluid than what it has the past year. So I
But
think they're gonna
yeah,
start taking more jump shots.
I hope so. Been waiting on it for a minute. But now the Rockets, Men Thompson take the offensive lead. We've been waiting on it. He's one of the most talented players in the NBA, probably the most athletic player in the NBA. I think his offensive game should reach to heights some people probably never seen before. Like he should be averaging probably like 25 points per game if he just had a consistent jump shot. That he could do that, but he just doesn't have that right now as we speak. I think he's better than this. So I'm just hoping that, like Charles just said, jump shot got better. I hope he takes this offensive leap this coming up year. So that's my question for Men Thompson. Well, in the Rockets. The Portland Trail no, Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves. What is your question for them?
My question for the Minnesota Timberwolves: will we have the same success with LaMelo as far as
Mm,
making it back to WCFs? Because Aaron has seen a lot of success. I mean, his career so far with Cat, and then even with Julius. So now that you have LaMelo, will we have the same success, or will we go further?
that's a good question. My question for Timberwolves is: will size hurt them? We talked about how obviously letting Julius go, letting Nas go. Your biggest guy is Rudy Gobert, and then you're most likely gonna play Jaden McDaniels at the
At the
4.
4,
He's tall, but he's skinny though. That's the problem. And then you're probably gonna play Io at the 3. It's either him or Terrence Shannon. It's gonna be one of them. So will size hurt them? LaMelo and Anthony Edwards is a big dude, but LaMelo isn't like the biggest dude. He's just tall. So will size hurt the Timberwolves down the stretch and say the playoffs when they have to go up against, say, let's just say the Nuggets again. I think the Nuggets
I
are a bigger
mean,
team than them, even though they
they
did
can
beat
still
them.
go
What?
get
Go ahead.
somebody at the trade deadline.
They could.
'Cause they got some pieces in there that they could trade.
They could. Or let's just say the Spurs. I think that's a bigger team than you guys. Like it's
Yeah,
a
for
lot of
sure. No,
teams
they
that's
definitely are.
bigger than you. So will size hurt the Timberwolves? That's my question for them. The Portland Trail Blazers. What's your question for them? I wonder if we got the same question.
Well, you missed the Lakers.
I did. The
Mm.
Lakers were after the Nuggets. My bad. The Los
We can do like
Angeles
that.
Lakers. What's your question for them?
How do we build a championship team around Luca? Do we have to trade Austin Reeves? I think they made some good moves in the right direction to build a team around Luca, but I don't think it's it. I think in order for them to actually build a championship roster around Luca, I think Austin Reeves got to go. What you trade him for, I don't know. Who you trade him for, I don't know. But I think that's the first step. I think that's the first step. So my question for them is, how do we build a championship team around Luca?
I think Austin Reeves, if they don't do anything in the next 2 years, he'll be gone. I
You
think
think
they'll
gonna
get
trade
rid
him?
of him. in the next 2 years. I think this year is good, and next year, like the year after, if they don't meet their expectations, I think they will get rid of him. Because I mean, we talked about the Lakers. Like at this point, they're kind of trapped with this team. Like this is it.
Yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
like the team. So you got to do what you got to do. I say, can Austin Reeves be the number 2 for the Lakers? Can he be the legit number 2 for this team? Because obviously LeBron James, Anthony Davis, then Luka comes over. You were the number 3 guy, but now you are a legit number 2. So we're expecting 25, 26
Yeah,
points per game
25,
from you
20, yeah.
consistently. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about consistently. Like, bro, if you go out, if Luka drops, say, 38 and you only give me 15 and the rest give
That's a
15, it's like, yeah,
problem.
y'all not winning. Y'all just
That's
not
a
winning.
problem.
So can you be that second guy to go along with Luka, the great white hope? Like, this is it. Like, you got to step it up. Or like Charles said, they could trade you in the next 2 years or so. Who knows? But can Austin Reeves be the legit number 2 for the Lakers? That is my question for them. The Portland Trailblazers. What's your question for them? Like I said, I wonder we got the same question.
My question for the Portland Trailblazers are: what are we doing?
Well,
Who is our future? Who
it's
is
not
our
the
future,
same.
and what are we doing? Because you went and got Ja, you got Dame back, you got Drew Holiday, and then you got Denny. So who are you focusing on as our future? Because me personally, I thought Denny was gonna be our future, but now you got Ja. So what you gonna do with that? So my question for them is: what are we doing, and who is our future?
Yeah, it's somewhat it's not the same, but maybe a little bit. I said which guards won't play. Which guards are not playing on this team this year because everybody can't play.
Nobody
Somebody ain't
can't.
getting like some tit.
Somebody the
We know
odd
two.
man out.
We know probably the honestly though, if we looking at the guards, it's only
Scoop,
3 guys that's gonna play, like
Scoop probably
legit
gonna be the odd
play.
man out.
Yep, Scoot and honestly Shaden. Hope Mike Nori gives
No,
him a better chance.
I think they're gonna play Shaden. I think
I
they're gonna
hope
play
so.
Shaden.
I mean, I hope so, but it's not. I don't expect say 28 minutes,
Nah, he's not getting no 28, 30 minutes. He probably get about 20 to
20.
25.
Honestly, I'm expecting 20. I'm expecting that if we're being honest, man. But like, which guards won't play? And then how and John Dame gonna play together? Because you know them guys gonna start. They gonna do it. I know we talked about like, man. I think you said Dame need to come off the bench. John, it don't matter, but
No,
they
I
both
said
gonna
John
start.
need to come off the bench. I'm
I swear I
starting
thought we
that.
said Dame.
Mm-mm.
Well, one of them. Well, it's like they're gonna start both. We gotta see how it works. I said give it 10 games, then we can see. But how are they gonna play it? Which guards are basically gonna be the odd man out? It looks like it's gonna be Scoot. Don't know what they're gonna do with him. Y'all need to just go on trade that man somewhere. Let him blossom somewhere else. But that's my question. Which guards won't play and how would John Dame mesh together on this team? Let's see. Blazer hoops. Let's get it. The Phoenix Suns. What's your question for them?
My question for the Phoenix Suns is: where is our point guard?
Same
Because
thing,
their starting
basically.
lineup is Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams. And that's not a bad starting lineup, but at the same time, you need a point guard that's going to get everybody the ball. And having Devin Booker be your designated point guard, I don't think that's you're utilizing him at his best. At his best. So my question for them is: where is our point guard?
But it's basically the same. My question is, will not having a point guard again hurt them this year? They need a point guard, brother.
Yes,
Colin
yes,
Gillespie
for sure.
isn't really a point guard. Jordan Goodwin, I don't think he's starting caliber point guard. Jaden Green's not a point guard. Devin Booker, he can pass, but he ain't a point guard. So it's like, when will the Suns finally realize, man, you know what? We need like a legit point guard. Because I feel like this is actually going to hurt them down the stretch again. I feel like if they don't have nobody that can set these guys up, I think they're going to have another first round exit or maybe even a play exit. So my question for the Phoenix Suns is: will not having a point guard for another year hurt them?
Bro, you know what's crazy? The
What?
year that Devin Booker was all NBA first team and he was like fourth in MVP voting, bro,
Yeah.
his stats are damn near the same as his stats from last year. That year he averaged 26.8 um with 4.8 assists and 5 rebounds. And he shot 38 from three, 46 from the field. Last year is 26.1 with 6 assists and about 4 rebounds, but he shot 33 from the three and he shot 45 from the field. So it's like his numbers are damn near identical, but the success was nearly not the same.
I need people to get back on the Devin Booker train because people talking about he ain't it no more.
No,
I
they
still
can't.
think.
They can't.
I mean, Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks kind of outplayed him in the playoffs this past year.
No, they did. But who was they game planning for? Devin Booker.
That's true. I don't think if you would have told me at the beginning of the playoffs that Dylan Brooks would be out there shot chalking and taking majority of the shots and Devin Booker would be out there struggling and basically giving up the ball to Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green, I would have looked at you crazy. No way you should let them two be like. No way they should have been your best players in that series, even though y'all got
Yeah.
swept. No way.
Because we need that Devin Booker from a couple of years ago when he was averaging 33 in the playoffs, bro. That's the Devin Booker that we
That was
need.
that year. Was that the year they faced the? Was that
Take the
the? I know
Nuggets.
it was that one year they faced. Was it the Nuggets one when he was going dummy? Like
Yeah.
he was putting up like MJ numbers like during
Who was
the.
they point guard then?
I don't know because I think Chris Paul got hurt in the playoffs that year. He got hurt. I think he had a hammy. I don't know who their point
Okay.
guard was unless he was playing. Because remember that was the year DeAndre Ayton. That's when they started to say,
Yeah.
"Yeah, brother, you don't care."
Yeah, he only played 7 games in the playoffs.
Who Chris Paul?
Yeah.
He got hurt. I still say to this day, man, they gave up on that team too damn easily.
Too early, bro. Too
That team
early.
could have been really good, bro. I'm not gonna cap. That team could have been decent. A legit point guard next to one of the best two guards in the NBA and probably arguably at that time one of the best players at Kevin Durant and with a solid big man. They gave up too easily on that team, bro. That team could have been decent. That team could have been super decent. What'd you say? Oh, you on mute, brother. You on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What'd you say?
If they would have had a point guard this year, I don't think Devin Booker would have struggled during the playoffs. If we being honest.
I believe you. I'm with you. Next team, the LA Clippers. What's your question for them?
My question for the LA Clippers is how do we become competitive again? Um, because now that you got Brandon Ingram, a playoff faller, you got Darius Garland. Other than that, you really ain't got no talent. I mean, yeah, you got Rui, but who's our big? Who's our starting big? You let Ben Matherin go, or you didn't sign him back yet. So what are we doing with that? Um, you got Max Strauss now, so I don't think they're gonna be like they're probably gonna be like a 10th seed if that. Um, because I don't. So my question for them is how do we become competitive again?
My question for the Clippers is: can Garland be the lead player on the team? I think this gonna be his first time, unless because I don't really think he was the lead guard, like the lead player, even when College Sexton was there. I don't really think he was the lead guy. I don't believe that. I think it was kind of like in a mixture of say Colin Sexton and him, but I think it was to a degree maybe more Colin Sexton. So this is gonna be like his first year being the guy on the team, because after that they traded for Donovan Mitchell, and Donovan Mitchell was always the guy. So can Darius Garland be the lead guy and potentially lead us to a play-in spot or maybe even a playoff spot? Because I think Darius Garland is a good player, but I've never seen him as the true number one on a team. Never. So this is gonna be the first year we see that because I think he is the best player on that team, even with Brandon Ingram there. So that's my question. Can Darius Garland be the lead player on the Clippers this year? We got about 6 more teams, I think. Golden State Warriors. What's your question for them?
My question for the Golden State Warriors is this Steph era over with?
Mm.
Because there were talks about Steph being traded. They didn't make any offseason moves. Jimmy is hurt. So is this Steph Curry era over with? Is it time to trade Steph Curry and move on from the Golden State Warriors?
Well, I got 2 questions. My question is, will Steph be traded by the trade deadline? And who is the second scorer on the Warriors? I'm not counting Jimmy because he's hurt. So who is going to be that second scorer? I know we think of Porzingis, but is it really Porzingis or is it really AirPods that's the second best scorer of the team? You can argue. I don't know. And will Steph be traded by a trade deadline? If they start out slow and it might get a little ugly for the Warriors, will Steph Curry go to management and ask for a trade out of there and probably try to win championship while he's got probably about maybe 3-4 years left in the NBA? Maybe 5 at max. I think he's ready to. I think he still wants to win championships and get ring number 5. So that's my question. Will Steph Curry be traded by the trade deadline? Who is the actual second scorer on the Golden State Warriors this season? Low key though, wouldn't be shocked if it's Yaxel Lindenberg with the way he be
I was
talking.
just gonna say that. I was just
Knowing
gonna say
him,
that.
wouldn't be shocked if it's him.
He
Hey,
got the opportunity the whole time.
Steve Kerr better start him though and don't be on that BS.
Come on, man. Well, he ain't no typical rookie, so he ain't no typical rookie. He spent a lot of years in college, so he ain't no typical rookie. So he
Steve
might.
Kerr though. Steve Kerr be on that BS. The New Orleans Pelicans. What's your question for them?
When is the fire sale?
Oh
When
wow.
are we getting off Javante Murray? When are we getting off Zion? When are we getting off Trey Murphy? When are we getting off most of these guys? So that's my question for them. When is the fire sale?
I'm thinking at this point they'll never trade Zion, bro. I think they'll never trade him. He too talented. I think they scared he goes somewhere else and he just magically stays
Go
healthy. He's
crazy.
amazing. Yes, I think they're scared of that. I think they are scared that might
I
happen.
would be too.
But it's like y'all not going nowhere. Where y'all going? Like y'all ain't
You
doing nothing,
trade
man.
Zion, now this man playing 82 games every year. Boy, you know how mad I would be? Man.
Hey, but depending on the right team, y'all might be decent. Send them to Chicago. Send them to Chicago. Caleb Wilson, Zion, Josh Giddey.
So you saying trade Montes then?
I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably take that risk. I ain't gonna cap. For Zion?
If you're Chicago?
Yeah. I'd probably do that. Like Montes, some other players, and probably a decent pick. I might do it, bro. I might do it. You don't think that's decent? Caleb and Zion? You don't think that's decent?
Yeah, I think because then Zion be playing a 3 instead of 4.
Caleb
And
can't
he'd
play
be
the
more
3?
dominant. I think I would put Zion at the 3 and let Caleb play the 4 since Caleb's taller and a better defender. So
Yeah, but my question is, will the Pelicans finally trade Herb Jones or Trey Murphy? The Pelicans keep saying them guys are on the market, but then they be coming out with these crazy ass asking prices, talk about 4 first-round picks and stuff. It's like, come on now, no one's doing that. So will they finally trade them because the Pelicans ain't going nowhere? I'm sorry. They're not winning no championship. They're not going far in the playoffs. You might as well trade them while their value is good and while they're young. Just trade them. Somebody could get a legit could possibly be a star in Trey Murphy, and somebody could get a great 3-and-D player in Herb Jones, and like maybe even DeJounte Murray. We'll add him in a point guard that's real good, can still play some good defense. When are y'all gonna trade these guys, bro? Because y'all not going nowhere. So that's my question for the Pelicans. When will they trade these guys? The Dallas Mavericks.
Look,
What's your question for
hold on,
them?
before you go,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would low key try to get DeJounte in Phoenix. I would let Jalen Green go. I'm not gonna lie. I would
If I'm
send
the
Jalen Green out, and then you got Jeremiah, Jalen, Trey, Zion, and whoever else.
You know, that ain't that bad. Low key, you might be cooking with something. That ain't that bad.
And then for the Phoenix Suns, you got DeJounte, Devin, Dylan, Miles, and Mark. I like that. That ain't that bad either. They both
That
decent.
ain't. That is not the worst. I'm not. I'm not mad at it. I think you cooking, brother. But if I'm Pelicans, it's like, I mean, you don't like Jalen Green anyway. So I'm thinking in my head, it's like, is Jalen Green okay? Like you said, you got Jeremiah Fears, you got Derek Queen, Jalen Green. Is this a good core to go far with, though? That's my question. If I'm the Pelicans,
Jalen
I
Green got to
don't
turn to
think
that guy
so.
people think he is.
Well,
Or
I
want
don't
him to
think
be.
people think. I don't think people think that no more. I think people just think he's a good player. That's it. I think he's just a good player. Because it's like, I mean, I don't know what you think. You think Derek Queen is really like could be really good. Jeremiah Fears probably, I don't know, but I think he could be solid. Jalen Green is at this point, I think Jalen Green is what it is. So is this a core I'm willing to go with for say the next four years? It's like I don't know. I don't know. So that would be my question. Like I don't know. The Dallas Mavericks. What's your question for them? Your old team.
My question for the Dallas Mavericks are we going to go into a full rebuild? Because I think Kyrie's time is ran up there. And once Kyrie's gone, the other it's time for PJ Washington to go. It's time for Najee to go. It's time for Derek Lively, Gafford. It's time for them guys to go. So my question is are we gonna go into a full rebuild?
Gotta trade PJ Washington too and get him out of there. Well, if you trade PJ, Clay probably be gone. Daniel Gafford, then you trade, yeah, full rebuild right there. My question is, will the Mavericks trade Kyrie Irving? If they start out slow this year, I think you got to look at it. I know we. It'll only be a decent amount of time, but Coop and Kyrie, it looks nice. You get the Dallas fans get something to watch, but if y'all start out bad, you got to think about trading Kyrie Irving that's close to the trade deadline, get something back because you already don't got no pick. So you got to get a future. So I think if you're the Mavericks, you got to think about this. So that's my question for the Dallas Mavericks. Will they trade Kyrie Irving by the trade deadline? The Memphis Grizzlies. What's your question for them?
My question for the Memphis Grizzlies: who will establish themselves as the guy?
That's basically my
Because
same question.
you got a bunch of good young pieces over there. It's Cedric Coward, Cam, Zach Edey, Jalen Wills. So my question is that which one of those guys is really going to establish themselves as the guy?
You know what? Real quick. I think Cedric Coward will be the best because that's basically my question. Who will be the best player on the team?
Mm.
I low key think it might be Cedric Coward, but underrated, like sneaky underrated, Jalen Wills.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Cedric Coward too. I think that's why he played in summer league, bro, so he can get them reps in, so he can get them shots up. So by the time the season comes, he's more comfortable taking high volume shots.
I like that the Grizzlies in Summer League played a lot of their guys that's probably going to be in the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
They get chemistry together. I kind of like what they did right there. But I definitely think it's gonna be Cedric Coward. It's gonna be a guy that's gonna be slept on in fantasy. But the only bad thing is, the Grizzlies gonna probably be bad, so they're probably just gonna tank down the stretch and rest him, and then now I gotta drop this nigga, and it's like, all right, that's my only thing. But yeah, who will be the best player on the team? That is my question. Like you said, you got Jalen Wells, Low key though, it could be Ty Jerome. What?
It could be Zach Edey. He
You
get more
know,
touch on them.
will he though? That's the thing. Can he stay healthy? That would be my thing. Will he stay healthy? But you got Cedric Coward, you got Jalen Wells, you got Ty Jerome, and you got Cam Boozer. Who is the actual best player on this team? I low key think Cedric Coward could possibly be the best player on this team, but I think Cam Boozer is the most talented player on the team, and Jalen Wells is a
Mm-hmm.
sneaky underrated player. But I think Cedric Coward will probably be the best player. But that's up to the Grizzlies. Who is going to be that go-to guy? Who's going to be the best player? That's my question for them. The Sacramento Kings. What's the question for them? Do we got the same thing?
Will we ever be serious?
Oh no,
That's my question for them. Will we ever be serious?
mine is basically when will the fire sale start? Because you're gonna get
That's
rid
what
of
I'm
it.
saying. When are we gonna get serious, bro? Because ain't no way Zach LaVine is still on that team. Ain't no way Sabonis is still on that team. Ain't no way reason a lot of guys are still on that team.
Does
How you trade
Sabonis is
Keon Ellis before you trade Zach LaVine?
well, nobody's trading for $50 million. No one's doing that. My thing is though, they said they're not going to give Sabonis a contract extension. So if that's the case, you might as well trade him, unless they just want to see how this is. I don't. If I'm Zach LaVine, I'm looking like, man, y'all got the Rosen out of here, but y'all won't let me free. It's crazy. I'm sick. Just negotiate a bow, brother, and get out of there. Y'all
Yeah,
not going nowhere, bro.
they not.
Get a negotiate a bow and go to the Heat.
He don't want to. He don't want to give up none of that money though.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I don't mind playing in freaking Sacramento and just hooping. I don't mind doing that.
Shit, I'll do it. That man ain't got. How old is Zach LaVine? He got to be in his like late
Is
20s.
he like 30? Is he like 28, 29, or
He
30?
been in the league for 11, 12 years. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
born in '95, so yeah, he older than he 31.
Yeah. So yeah, when will the fire sale start? That's my question for them. And last team in the West, the Utah Jazz. What's your question for them?
How fast can we contend? Um,
Mm.
because we have a really good roster, we have a deep roster. So now it's about putting everything together. So my question for them is, how fast can we contend?
I kind of want you to answer this question too. When will Darren Peterson establish himself as the guy on the Utah Jazz? That's my question.
Game 43.
Oh wow.
By game
Interesting.
43, I think
Hmm.
he's gonna be the guy of that team.
Hmm.
Well, like
So he's
after All Star break, because the All Star break is around what
February.
40.
Oh
I'm
no,
saying
no,
100
no, no.
games,
That's like 60 something.
60 something. Okay, so yeah, probably around right before All Star break, so around 40 some games. I think he's gonna establish himself.
So he gonna tell Laurie Markkinen to move around.
I ain't gonna say that, but I ain't
He
gonna
gonna
say he'll
tell him
tell
to
him to
move
move around,
around.
but he gonna establish himself as the guy on that team.
And they gonna trade Keontae George. Or wait, or he gonna tell Keontae George to move around.
There you go. There
Oh,
you go. He gonna tell that.
okay.
Hey, boy, move. Watch out.
Okay, move
Watch out.
around. Move
Watch
around,
out.
Keontae. Move around.
Yeah, you tweaking. Watch out, bro. Move. Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
But
But no,
Lori,
though.
nah, he ain't gonna tell Lori that.
He telling Jared Jackson to move around? Or Jared Jackson
No,
already moved around? He already moved
yeah,
around.
he telling Jaren Jackson move around, bro.
Mm. He telling Ace
Jaren
Bailey to move
Jackson ain't got
around?
enough.
That's your
Jaren
guy.
Jackson ain't got enough dog in him to say no. So, only person on that team that got some real dog in them is De'Aaron Peterson and probably Ace Bailey.
Another friendly bet. Darren Peterson will average more rebounds than Jared Jackson on the Jazz.
Oh, I'll take that. I'll do that one. I'll do
Friendly bet.
that. Right there.
Friendly bet, bruh. Friendly bet.
Yeah, more rebounds than
Hey, that'd be crazy though.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
actually, that'd be sad. I'd
Who
be
playing?
upset.
So wait, what's their lineup gonna be?
I'm telling you,
Nurkic,
it's gonna be
Jaren
Darren,
Jackson,
Lori,
Lori,
Keontae, Darren.
Deontay, and De'Aaron. Yeah, he's averaging more rebounds than him. Yes.
That's crazy, bro.
Yes. I think he is.
How much did he average in college? Like rebounds?
Let's
Because
go.
Jaren, what we talking about with Jaren? What, like a month ago or something? He
You
only
talking
gave
about
you
you talking about
6.
Jaren or De'Aaron?
I'm talking about Darren Peterson. How much rebounds did he average in college? If he averages anything
4.2.
close,
4.2.
you know, that might not be out of the question. He
Jaren
averaged
Jackson
more than
averaged
Jaren.
5.7, dog. Yes. Yes. He's gonna average more. If not the same, he's gonna average more. Cause I
Bro,
can
he
see I
bet
can
not, bro.
see I can see whatchamacallit. I can see Jaren getting about 4 because you got Lori who can rebound and you got Nurkic who gonna rebound. I can see Jaren just leaking out on breaks, bro.
He bet not, bro. But Jaren, I think is a better rebounder than Laurie, though.
Shit, I can't tell. I think Lori averaged more.
I think he is, though. But I truly think he's just a better rebounder than just
Lori
Laurie.
averages 6.9. Damn near. So
That's
I give him 7. 7 to 5.
that ain't it, bro. That's not it, bro.
Fine.
Jared Jackson should be automatic double double. Like he should be
Yeah,
double
he should
double.
be.
Should
He
be,
should
bro.
be.
That's why I'd be hesitant to pick him in drafts, bro, because he came bored. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, if you can't rebound, bro, it's like, come on, G.
Now their career averages are the same. Like Lori and Jaren Jackson, they both average like 5.6 as
Who
a
you
career
rather,
average.
as a rebounder, who you rather take? You got to
Lori.
pick. No,
Lori.
no. No,
Oh.
no, no, not them. Jaron Jackson, Brooke Lopez, Mark Gasol, and Miles Turner.
Right now, like or in general, and like throughout
Just in
they.
general, as better rebounder, who are you picking out of those 4? You know
You
them.
said
You
Marc
know them.
Gasol, my Brooke
Miles, Brooke
Lopez.
Lopez, and
Well,
Jaron
Brooke was
Jackson.
a rebounder before
He
he, you know what I'm
used
saying?
to. Well, he
And
played with Giannis, and he let Giannis just get on the boards.
that's what I'm saying. Are we talking about them and they like primes, or are we talking about like
Well,
them towards the end of their career?
I'm just gonna go with.
Because even Mark
Well,
was a good
Marcus.
rebounder.
He wasn't getting a lot of boards over
Bro,
Mark.
Marc Gasol was a good rebounder, bro.
He wasn't getting as many boards as he should, bro. I'm not gonna cap. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He should have been averaging more rebounds, bro.
Damn, bro, that
Marc
man ain't never
Gasol
averaged 10.
career was
Bro,
giving you
he ain't
7
he
rebounds.
7.4, bro. He's never
That's
averaged
not
10
for
rebounds,
him.
bro.
For Mark, 7-footer, 7.
So it must have been Zach. It must have been Zach Randolph that was getting all the rebounds. Cause bro, I would have thought Mark was averaging a double double, no cap.
But remember, always in fantasy, he was one of them centers that's like, I don't know, because he couldn't rebound like that. We always question getting him because he don't bore.
Yeah, bro. Zach was the rebounder. Zach Randolph was getting 11, 12, 8, 11, 10, 10. Yeah, bro.
Marc Gasol's
Whew.
career high in
I
boards.
still
Well,
it
go
was
ahead.
9 or something like that. It was like
That was
9.8
in
when it
year 2.
2. Yeah.
No, bro.
Bro, I still take Mark over Jaren though. I still take Mark over Jaren.
Miles Turner. Jesus Christ.
Nah, I'm taking. I don't. Ooh.
Miles Turner last year averaged 5 boards.
Bro,
What
I
are you
look he take Brook Lopez though. I ain't gonna lie. I look he take Brook
Rebounder?
Lopez though. Yeah, Brook Lopez was a rebounder when he was in the first in the league. First couple years in the league.
Miles Turner's career high is
Nah,
7
not really.
rebounds.
Brook Lopez career average is 5 point.
I
Oh my
told you
god.
this! I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
Miles
Wait, so you
Turner's
said
career
Miles, Mark,
is 6.
Miles, Mark,
Brooke
Jaren,
and Jared. Who you picking as
Brook,
for your rebound? Who you picking?
Mark. I'm picking Mark. G. Mark averaged the most. Mark averaged the most. That's crazy.
Bruh. Miles Turner career high is 7. Like, well, career like average. It's 7. That's not good.
Brooke
You too
Lopez
damn
is his
tall.
8, and that was his first 2 years in the league. That's crazy, bro.
Bruh.
That's
These dudes,
insane, G.
bro, they don't board, bruh. I'm telling you, they don't be rebounding. Like,
That's
nah, bro.
insane.
At this point, pick your poison. Pick your
I'm
poison
still
at
going
this point.
Mark. I'm still going Mark, G.
Ooh, if I had to
Mark average.
choose
Mark 7. The rest of them 5s.
rebounder, well, I'm not picking Jared, bro. I can't do it. I'm not doing it, bro. Because I'm gonna be pissed. Brooke, nah. Yeah, it might have to be Mark. Why is Drummond a better rebounder? Drummond is like, and Loki Drummond's not even like super old though, but he's like a way better rebounder than Jaren. Like he clears him as a rebounder. He clears him.
He boxes out. Jaren don't be box. He ain't got enough lower body strength to box out. His
Like
legs and hips ain't strong enough.
he clears him as a rebounder. All right, last topic for the day. We're doing our breakout players for every Eastern Conference team. We're going to start in order. So we're going to start with the Pistons. Who is your breakout player for the Pistons this year?
My breakout player for the Pistons. Who do I have? Oh, am I on the right one?
Loki, I
Okay.
had Isaiah Joe.
I got Sor Thompson. I think Asor is gonna finally break out this year. So he's finally gonna shoot some jump shots. So yeah, I got Asor.
I low-key kind of got Isaiah Joe. I think Isaiah Joe with a better opportunity because I don't think he didn't really play that much last year. They're definitely going to play him a lot because of his three-point shooter. There might be times I wouldn't be shocked if they played him over Duncan Robinson. I think Isaiah Joe is going to have a
I think I
breakout
would
year.
play him over Duncan Robinson. No cap. I think he's better
Mm.
defensively.
I think Duncan's
And Duncan
taller,
ain't
though.
but Duncan ain't the same shooter he was, dude.
He not, though. Them early, when he first got with the Heat, boy, he was lining them up like, oh,
Yeah, dude. He ain't the same. He ain't the same no more.
lighting them up. But I think Isaiah Joe low key could be a breakout player on the Pistons. Yeah, like I think he could give me double digit points. So I give me Isaiah Joe as a breakout player on the Pistons. The Boston Celtics. Who's your breakout player for them?
PG. I think that PG, being bounced around, being passed around like that. I think that he's tired of smothering his name. And then as a second option, I think he's low key gonna have no choice but to score and have a bounce back year, bro. So I got PG.
Hey, they be killing me with like Paul George, because like they be like you'll see Paul George like in the season, but then in the off season he be looking so different. And somebody was
Yeah,
like,
he
"Man,
do,
he
dude.
just cut the
He a
beard,
clone.
bro." He
I
looked
see somebody
like,
say he look like a clone.
bro.
Cause he was like,
It's
that's not
like
the real Paul George.
I don't know why, but like when he doesn't have the beard, he just looks like super skinny for some reason. I don't know why. That's just how it is. Like he looks totally different. But my breakout player, they got no choice. Hugo Gonzalez, because y'all kept him for a reason. It took y'all could have got Giannis, but Hugo Gonzalez was the deal breaker. Hugo Gonzalez, better opportunity this year. JB's gone. Probably gonna be one of their best bench players. Hugo Gonzalez better turn up, and he had a little couple of games in summer league too, where he kind of hooped too. So hopefully that gets him going in the regular season. He gets more
What's
opportunity.
breakout? Because he averaged
For
15,
Hugo,
15 minutes. Yeah, he averaged 15 minutes last year.
for
So
Hugo
what's breakout?
Gonzalez specifically, I'm going to say 11 points, 4 rebounds, and probably an assist. If he could give me double digits, I'm cool. Well, he better get double digits. So yeah, I got Hugo Gonzalez as my breakout on the Celtics. The New York Knicks. Who's your breakout player? I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of hard for them.
My breakout player for the New York Knicks, Deuce McBride. Deuce McBride missed a lot of time last year. He was a candidate for six man, but he missed a lot of time. I think that this year, coming off the championship, because he didn't play that much in the playoffs
Finals.
either. He went in the finals. I don't think he was getting that much take as he normally was. Um, so I think that next year Deuce McBride is going to come with a chip on his shoulder. because he was a 6-man candidate at one point in time of the year before he got injured. So I think he gonna come in. He gonna come in there with that battery in his pack this year.
My breakout player for the Knicks is Jose Alvarado. Came over to the Knicks, helped them win a championship, and now that he's gonna have full training camp, be probably there for the full season with the Knicks, I think he's gonna be really good. He was good on the Pelicans too. I think he's gonna have a breakout. Like I could see, arguably say maybe like 12 points, maybe like 4 or 5 assists and a board a game or something like that. I think Jose Alvarado is gonna be good for the Knicks this year. So he's my breakout candidate on the Knicks. The Cleveland
Hey, bro, do you know?
Cavaliers. Go ahead.
Do
Go
you
ahead.
know who? Do you know what Deuce's first name is? G?
No, I don't.
Miles. I would have never guessed that.
Miles McBride.
Yes, bro. I would have never
What?
guessed that.
Wait, why is that so? Why are you so? Why is that so like
Cause I typed in
shocking?
Deuce. Cause I typed in Deuce McBride, thinking Deuce is his real name, his first name. No, bro. His first name is Miles. I would have never thought that. That's
That's the
crazy.
same. You know, that's the same thing with Jason Tatum's son, Deuce. That's not his real name.
What's his real name? You know?
I think it's Jason Tatum Jr.
Oh, okay. And he call him
Yeah,
Deuce because he's a
yeah,
junior.
yeah. I think it's
Okay.
just Deuce. Yeah. I don't know why. I'm like, why? You said
Yeah,
Miles.
that's
Why did I
shocking.
think of Miles Morales for some reason? I don't know why that thought. I was thinking of Miles Morales. Hey, the next, the next great Spider-Man. Miles Morales. You need to get that game, bro. I don't know what you doing. Need to get that. Need to get the Spider-Man games, bro. Next. No, not next team. Oh, the Cavs. Who's the breakout player for them? Put Peyton
Peyton
Watson.
Watson.
Yep,
Yeah, Peyton
because he
Watson.
got traded.
I think
Yep.
I think Peyton Watson is gonna come up there and he's gonna fit because they were looking for that. I think they're looking for a third scorer, bro. It's supposed to be Evan Mobley, but I don't think Evan Mobley is as aggressive as enough as he should be. And I think Peyton Watson, and give him the opportunity, I think he'll be way more aggressive than Evan Mobley. I think Evan Mobley is cool with getting you 15 to 18 points a game, bro, and he's cool with that.
What's
So
what?
I got Peyton Watson.
What's prediction? What we think he gonna get on this casting? Better opportunity
Peyton Watson.
starting. Yeah, starting. Probably gonna play 35 minutes per game.
Well, he
I low
averaged
key would.
14
I wouldn't
last
be
year. I
shocked
can
if
see
he
him getting.
20. For some reason, I wouldn't be
I can
shocked.
see. I can see him getting like 16. I can see
Mm,
him averaging like 16, 6, about 3 or 4 assists.
okay, I wouldn't be shocked if somehow he got 20.
Cause he played 30 minutes last year, and he averaged 14, 5, and 2.
The
Um,
games without Jokic, he averaged like 20 points per game.
mm,
And now James Harden, he's gonna play with James Harden now. James Harden gonna give him the ball. He's gonna pass him the ball. He's gonna make life a little bit easier for him, just like how Jokic is. But the thing is, he didn't start though. So he didn't. It's like how much minutes did him and Jokic play on the court together? That would be my question. But now that he's playing with say a point guard like James Harden, it's like how much will he average now playing with somebody that's low key kind of a pass first guy? But yeah, it's Peyton Watson saying Peyton Watson low key's gonna break out, gonna be really good. Most improved candidate this year? Most improved
yeah,
candidate?
probably yeah. Nah, I'm low key. I might go Nas Reed. I might go Nas
Mm.
Reed. I might go Nas
Hey,
Reed.
hey, Nas Reed could get in the Hall of Fame, low key. Got 6 man and the most improved. He'll be in the Hall of Fame.
I low key don't. I don't think it's crazy. Nas Reed might be their third. Remember we were talking about that? He might be their third scorer, bro.
I said that. I said
He
I'm
might
like
be.
I wouldn't be
I
shocked if
really
he'd
do.
be their best. It won't shock me. It won't shock me if he's like the second scorer.
If he's
Is
the
he the
best,
best?
that would shock
No.
me.
I think he could be the second scorer on the team.
Yeah, I can see that.
I
I
wouldn't be
still think
shocked.
Brandon Miller is one. I still think Brandon
Yeah.
Miller won.
Yeah, you're gonna try to drive him in fantasy too, right? Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Brandon Miller.
Oh yeah. If he stayed, man, I had him 2 years in a row.
Oh yeah, he got hurt, but he was healthy last year. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, he
last
was
year he was
healthy.
healthy.
He was
Yeah,
healthy. He
last
was
year he was
super.
healthy.
It was just the rookie year and the sophomore year he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I could draft Tyrese Halliburton, y'all better not take that motherfucker. I'm beating ass.
Oh, he
Off
on my
rip.
list. He's on my list. You better draft him in the first round.
You don't even like him.
But I know he gonna have a good year this year though.
You don't even like him.
Uh,
You hate him, actually. You don't even
I
think
don't
he's a
hate him.
superstar.
I
You don't even
don't
think
hate
he's
him,
a
but
superstar. You don't even like him. Move around, motherfucker.
no, I don't think he's a superstar.
Move around. Move around, bro. Move around. Stay away, bro. Draft your guy Cade and move around, brother. Move around. Nobody got time to deal with your BS. You know what? I hope you're in another situation like you was that 1 year, and you got
What?
messed up at picks a bonus over Embiid. I think you picked Embiid over
I
somebody.
picked Embiid. I picked Embiid
Yeah,
over Ant.
I wish that
I was
on
gonna
you.
pick Ant, and I ended up picking Embiid.
I wish that on you.
And that's the year Ant went crazy.
I wish that on you.
I think that was his first year. He was taking like 10 threes.
I wish that on you. And the same thing in the football too. I wish something like that happens to you if you pick Tyrese Halliburton.
That's wild.
It's not wild
That's
at all.
wild work, man. That's wild work.
Don't pick my guy. Don't do such
Hey,
things.
man, he on the list. You better get him
You,
before I do.
you better take him off your list.
You better get him before I do.
You better take him
Because I
off your
don't think
list.
he's going to go first round. You're going to have to reach for that, especially coming off injury. I don't think he's
You
going to
better.
go in the first round.
All right. I hope somehow your phone dies and you pick freaking
And it's
Zay
cancer.
Flowers in the first round
Oh,
instead
you
of
talking about
CD
football.
Lamb. Instead of CD Lamb. I hope that happens. You pick Zay Flowers.
Well, if I get that turnaround in basketball, Tyrese is going to be on my team
Y'all,
if he
it
don't
be
get
so
picked.
funny, bro. They be thinking Aaron be cheating. He's so
Nah,
funny.
G. Bro,
He's
every
so.
year he got a top 3 pick, bro. Every year.
Is he?
Well,
Was he
I
number
don't think
3?
every year. I think last year he had like
He's number
he
3,
had a
right?
low pick last year, yeah. But damn near every year, G, he gets a top 3 pick, and when he hosts a league, it's a top 3 or top 5 pick, bro. That's not suspicious to you,
I don't think nothing. I just be like whatever.
man. Aaron the type where he'll do a draft, the little draft order randomizer a couple of times until he get a decent pick for himself or a pick
You
he
know what?
comfortable with.
We'll talk about. We'll talk about it on pod. We'll talk about it on pod. We'll talk about it. Let's finish this. We'll talk about it on pod. Next team, Toronto Raptors. Who's your breakout player for them?
I got Scotty. I think
Mm.
with the emergence of Kawhi Leonard, and Scotty had a bad year last year from shooting wise, bro. I seen a stat. It said the players with the worst shooting percentages left wide open, and Scotty was at like 30%, bro. So he was hitting 30% of his wide open shots, bro. So I think that with Kawhi, somebody take that pressure off him as well. I think Scotty's gonna have a bounce back year.
My breakout player. I put Jacoby Walter or RJ Barrett. I think Jacoby Walter is gonna be really good this year. Like, I'm not saying most improved candidate wise, but I can low key somehow see him giving me like 13 points per game consistently for the Raptors. And I think they're gonna need that, especially coming off a great series individually for him. He
Mm-hmm.
played real good against the Cavs. So I think he's gonna bring that momentum into this season with more opportunity on that team. And then also RJ Barrett. I think RJ Barrett playing with Kawhi Leonard this year is gonna be way better. And he coming off a great series individually. Hit probably one of the craziest shots ever against the Cavs, and I think RJ Barrett is going to be like really good for them this year. I think he's going to break out, but I got Jacoby Walter or RJ Barrett for the Raptors. The Philadelphia 76ers, who's your breakout candidate for them?
Well, you forgot the Hawks, man.
Oh my God, I did forget the Hawks. I didn't even put them, but just go ahead. I'll figure something out. All right, the Atlanta Hawks, who's
Uh,
your breakout player for them?
for the Atlanta Hawks, my breakout player is Okongwu. There's been talks about Okongwu getting traded damn near every season. Can he be our starting big? I think this is the year that Okongwu puts all that to rest. Last year he averaged 15 and 7. I wouldn't be surprised if he averaged double double next year. So yeah, I got Okongwu. As my breakout player for the Atlanta Hawks.
That's crazy. I actually forgot about the Hawks. I don't know how, but if I had to choose a breakout candidate, I got CJ McCollum because I feel like CJ McCollum is going to be their second best scorer on that team in the starting lineup. At least they're gonna use him in the clutch. They used him in the clutch last year in the playoffs. He got 2 games off the Knicks because he was clutch. I think CJ McCollum is gonna be really good for them this year. And I think he's gonna break out. I think we're gonna get that 20 points per game. Maybe not Portland CJ, but I think we're gonna see 20 point per game CJ McCollum this year on the Hawks. Give me CJ McCollum as breakout candidate for the Hawks. The Philadelphia 76ers. Who is your breakout player for them?
I got Anthony Simons. I think Anthony
Mm,
Simons coming off the bench. He's gonna be a 6 man candidate. He might win 6 man of the year. I think, and then they're gonna need that scoring punch off the bench. But so I got Anthony Simons.
I got Dean Wade. I think Dean Wade is gonna hoop on the on the Sixers, and I'm not gonna say he's gonna close games, but I think he's gonna play significant and a lot of minutes on this team, and they're gonna need his defense. I think he's gonna hoop. He's playing with a
So
lot of
who
scores.
who gonna be on the bench? Who gonna go to the bench? VJ?
Yeah, you could put VJ. You could,
Because you
or
ain't
if
taking
you
Joel out.
I mean, there might be times when you got to play small ball center. Cause Dean Wade plays small ball center, not like a whole quarter or nothing, but he could play small ball center with him and Braun, power forward center. You could do that. I think they're going to use him a lot. I think he's going to be real good for them. I like the Anthony Simons one too, but I got Dean Wade because his defense and 3-point shooting. I think he's going to break out for the 76ers this year. The Orlando Magic, who's your breakout candidate for them?
For the Magic, I got Paulo, bro. I think Paulo or Anthony Black. I think, we Paulo had a bad year last. I wouldn't say bad, but he had a down year. And my boy cut his hair. There ain't no
He
more
did.
braids. He got
Got
the
the
thought
fro
cut
now.
now. So I think my boy gonna jump up to that 25, 26. Because he averaged 25 the year before, not last season, but the season before. So I think he's gonna go back to that 25, 26 range. We might get close to a 30 Paulo this year, and then with Anthony Black, I think it's just about that time. I feel like hearing all the noise about his brother being a number one point guard and being better than him already. I think that he's gonna have a really good year this year. On top of that, they've been looking for a point guard, and so I think he's gonna take that next step this year.
I got Tristan da Silva. They're counting on you, brother. I think it's time for you to take the next step. I don't think they drafted him high, but I definitely think he was a lottery pick. Their depth at the forward position outside of Paulo Franz isn't the best, so he's gonna have to play significant minutes, and I think he's gonna play better. I think this
And
is
he was
year 3.
18. He was drafted
18.
18.
I thought it was lottery. Okay, whatever. But you're a first round pick, and they're gonna need you to step it up because if hopefully it doesn't happen, Paulo and Franz get injured, you're gonna have to play a lot of minutes and play good. So I think it's time for Tristan Silva to break out, and he's my breakout candidate for the Orlando Magic. The Charlotte Hornets, who's your breakout player for them?
Nas Reed.
Yep,
I
I got
think that
Nas Reed too.
with a new expanded role, starting role, I think that Nas Reed is going to show um, why he was a 6 man and why he could be, if not better, with an expanded role. So I think Nas Reed is going to be a low key, a sneaky pick in his
Fantasy.
fantasy, bro.
You think he'd give us 40? Like low 40?
Well, he averaged 13 and 6 off the bench, and that was in
That's like
26 minutes. And that was in 26 minutes. So if he getting 30 plus, he damn near might get us a double double, no
what's
cap.
that? What's that in fantasy? 13 and 6. That's
That's like
probably
high
around
30s, high
that's
30s,
high 30s?
or like high 30, like 36, 37.
I was probably thinking like 32.
No, I don't think it's that low. But we
I
can't
was
even check.
thinking that's like low 30s.
That's probably like mid to like 34, 35, 36, 37. It's somewhere around now.
13 and 6. Because you got to add the 3-pointer too. That's about 5
Mm.
points. You got to add that. That's I would say probably somewhere in the 30. It's in the 30s though. I know
Yeah, it's in the
that.
30s for sure.
It's
It
in the
ain't no 40.
30s, but I wouldn't know. Yeah, and with expanded role too starting, yeah, I think he
Yeah, he
get
gonna he
40.
gonna get 40.
I think he get
Because
40 low
I think
key.
because if he averaged 13 and 6 on 25, 26 minutes, he get them 30
Oh
plus minutes.
man.
He definitely get a
Oh
double
yeah.
double.
He's gonna play 30 minutes now. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Ooh.
definitely getting a double double.
Oh yeah, Nas Reed gonna be a for anybody. He gonna be a good pickup. He gonna be a good pickup in fantasy. Yeah, I got Nas Reed too. I mean, you said everything. Like Nas Reed's gonna break out for the Hornets. My bad for the Hornets. Like he's like we said, arguably could be like second best player on the team or second best scorer. Yeah, it's Nas Reed. You said basically everything. The Miami Heat. Who's your breakout player for them? When do we got the same player?
My breakout player from Miami Heat is Davion Mitchell.
I got Davion Mitchell
I
too.
think now with the acquisition of Giannis, he's gonna get a lot of more open shots, and then they're gonna need somebody to knock down those open threes. So I think he's gonna capitalize off that, and he's gonna play. He's gonna play really well next year.
Yeah, I got Davion Mitchell too. Davion Mitchell could be sneaky. He's not gonna go. He's gonna be kind of like that mid to late round player, but it's gonna be decent. I think he's gonna be like
He's gonna get
real
you
decent.
30s. I think he's gonna get you
Yes,
30.
and I think for that, and I think for him, 30 is good. I'm cool with 30 from him. I'm cool with that. Because I mean, I don't think he's gonna go out there and drop say like 18 points per game, but I definitely
No,
think he's gonna get you probably say 12 with some assists, gonna get some steals because he's a good defender. Like he's gonna get you a decent amount of fantasy points. Like so, I think in like the low 30, maybe around I'm gonna say 34, 35 ish. I wouldn't be shocked if he get that in fantasy this year. I wouldn't be shocked at all. I think that's decent for him. But no, I got Davion Mitchell too. I think Davion Mitchell's gonna hoop for the Heat, man. Especially playing with Giannis. Obviously, he's been playing with Bam and whoever else they get on that team. He's gonna be arguably their best player on that team. Give me Davion Mitchell, man. He's my breakout player for the Heat. We have 5 more teams. Let's go with the Bucks. Who's your breakout player for the Bucks?
my breakout player for the Bucks, either Khalil Weir or Jaime Jaquez. I think
Mm,
that now Khalil Weir to a different team. I think he's going to be motivated. I think that with Jaime, I think that Jaime is going to be motivated because if we being honest, no, who's the guy on that team? Somebody has to establish themselves as the guy. So this is the opportunity for both of them to do that.
my breakout player is Tyler Hero. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who the best player on this team. I think he might be the best player on this team. I think he's gonna get the ball a lot. The ball's gonna be in his hands a lot of the times. He's gonna be able to score with the best of them. Gonna be able to assist somewhat. He could break out and possibly be. Wouldn't be shocked if somehow he averages 27 points per game. I'm not going 30, but I guess I'm gonna say 27. I think he could break out for the Milwaukee Bucks this year and hoop for them. Give me Tyler Hero as my breakout player for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Chicago Bulls. Who is your breakout player for them?
Montes.
Montes. Yes, I
Um,
got Montes too.
Yeah, I think this year coming in, Montes. I mean, I don't think he's the best scorer on that team. I think that's Norman Powell. But I think that Montes is going to be asked to do a lot because he's the besides him and Caleb, they're their bright spots on the team. So I think Montes is going to average at least 20 or more going into next year.
Oh man, I got Montes too. I think Montes gonna break out for this team. Playing with Caleb Wilson, Norman Powell is gonna make the game a lot easier for him, give him better opportunities to be able to score. And obviously playing with Josh Giddey, I think Montes could give me at least 17, 18 points per game. He's gonna break out for the Bulls and he's gonna hoop. I got my guy Montes Buzelis on the Chicago Bulls as my breakout player.
Hey,
The Brooklyn Nets.
real quick. So
Go ahead.
Nas averaged 36, 37 in fantasy last
Fantasy.
year.
Ooh. I
Yeah,
knew it was some
so
30 something.
yeah, he gonna average about 40, G.
40. Yeah. Ooh.
If not
Wow.
more than that.
That's off the
He might.
bench at 25 minutes. Wow. That's
Yeah, so
impressive, low key.
he might get around 43, 44, 45.
Mm.
Being honest, because that 13 is gonna jump up to like 16, 17, maybe 18, and then
It's
if
the
he
fact
get close to a double double,
it's the fact he's gonna play at least 10 more minutes. Like he's gonna probably play at
yeah,
least
bro,
35 minutes per
yeah,
game.
bro,
So that's gonna mean a lot,
bro.
yeah. He's gonna be sneaky. All
Yeah,
right,
he's gonna
then,
be a
then
good
don't put him on
pickup.
the list then.
What you mean? Don't put him on the list?
Don't put him on the
I'm
list.
out.
Don't put him on the
You better
list.
grab him before I do.
Here you go. Now the Brooklyn Nets, we got the same guy. Bet you we do.
I got Daron
Dayron
Sharp
Sharp. Dayron Sharp.
or Igor. I got him,
Dayron
Daron or
Sharp.
Igor. I think Daron, he's really good off the bench. Or whenever he got a chance to play, he was always seemed like he was always getting a double double. So I think now he has a chance to start. And so if he starts, I definitely think he's gonna be a double double machine for sure.
He's gonna be one of them players too. Dayron Sharp is gonna be one of them dogs on the in fantasy too. Now I got Dayron Sharp. I think Dayron Sharp is gonna be like really good this year for the Nets. Obviously, there's no Nick Claxton now, so now he's gonna play as many minutes as he can. He's good. He can score the basketball. He's gonna rebound. He's gonna block some shots. He's gonna hoop for the Brooklyn Nets this year. I think he's gonna break out for them. Like I just said before, I don't know if Charles heard me. He's gonna be one of them fantasy players too. That's like gonna be
Yeah,
hooping. Like he's gonna
yeah,
get he gonna be hooping. Like
yeah.
last two teams, the Indiana Pacers. Who's your breakout player for them? This was
Oh,
the
your
hardest
boy
one.
Tyrese. Nah, I got your
Oh,
boy
yeah.
Tyrese coming off an injury. I think that he's gonna have a really good year, a bounce back year. I think that boy is really gonna hoop. And then, I just seen him on a podcast talking about how
Numbers on the
he
board.
hasn't played. Yeah, you saying how he hasn't played with a player like Zubac before who set screens like that. So I think that playing with Zubac, he's gonna have the opportunity to score more. So yeah, I got Tyrese.
Shots fired at Miles Turner.
Yep, for sure.
Mm. But I got Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre is coming over from the Sixers. Probably get a better opportunity. Is Could he start? Maybe. I don't think so. But like off the bench, he's gonna be one of their best scorers. He's gonna hoop. I think he could give you probably 15, 16 points per game off the bench. He's gonna break out for them and provide some defense, 3-point shooting for this Pacers team that's gonna play at a fast pace. Give me Kelly Oubre as my breakout player on the Pacers. And the last team, Charles Washington Wizards. Who is your breakout player for them?
I got Keyshawn George or Trey Johnson. I think
I
one of
got Trey
those two,
Johnson.
if not both, are gonna have a really good season. Trey Johnson looks a little bit bigger. Um, I've seen his workout video. I mean, granted, you take these workout videos with a grain of salt, but just looking at his workout videos, him and Keyshawn, I think their movements look way better. Their jumpers look way better, even though Trey can already shoot the ball, but it looks a little bit better. So I got either one of those two breaking out this year.
Same. I got Trey Johnson. I think Trey Johnson is going to poop for them. I think he's going to be a 6 man of the year candidate. I can see him averaging, say, 13, 14 points off this bench. I know they got a lot of little star power over there, but I think he's going to hoop for this Washington Wizards team and provide a spark off the bench for them. And just an extra guard, a point guard. We could see Trey Johnson, Trey Young lineups a lot this year. I think he's going to be really good for this Wizards team that is poised to make a deep playoff run, just make the playoffs and who knows how long. Give me the Washington Wizards as my breakout player on the Wizards. And if there is nothing else to talk about, that's it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe on the Full Court Entertainment Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. Again, if you want to hear me and Charles yap for 2 hours and 38 minutes, we are also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Like I said, make sure you guys hype up the videos. That gets us in the algorithm. And make sure you guys like the videos. That gets us in the algorithm too. This was a great podcast. Not a heated debate, but a good debate about point guards. But that's it for us. Again, the season is almost here. Football season is upon us. We're probably going to talk about Shador Sanders next week. But oh yeah, next week we will predict our team schedules. We will predict the records. So Charles will predict the Bears, and I will predict the Eagles next week. So, like I said, football is getting started, but obviously we are the basketball podcast. But there's nothing else. That's it for us. We will see you guys next time. See you guys later.